Oh God, I am so not looking forward to this. The demon. Look at those. Look at those soulless eyes. So okay, I'm gonna need a little bit of a little bit of help from you. You watching this video right now to try and figure out what kind of fucking crazy ass facility he is going through, because it's definitely not a zoo. It's something, and some of the animals in this particular video are in just bad shape. So let's just pay attention to some of the animals that he uses as B-roll to describe this abandoned zoo. And then we'll also pay attention to the animals that, you know, he actually runs into. Let's see.
Today, I'm gonna be exploring an abandoned zoo that is still home to a ton of crazy animals.
Okay, so tiger, anteater, monkeys.
Die. And my goal is to save every single one of
Koala,
them before it's too late.
toucan.
Because a couple months ago, this zoo closed down and a lot of animals were abandoned here, including lions, monkeys, crocodiles, kangaroos, and literally anything else you can think of. But
wow, that's a lot of animals you're listing there. I can't wait to see all of these. Low budget hobby farm. Interesting. Interesting. Bird walking behind him. That looks like a peahen to me.
thankfully, since this place closed down, some of the animals have been saved, but since the zoo was so big, there's still a bunch of animals that need our help. So in this video, we're gonna be exploring the entire zoo.
I don't actually, like, I'm going to guess that sign, hold on, let's go back here.
Bunch of animals
Oh, hold on.
that need our help. So in this video,
I'm going to guess that this is a sign at like an actual zoo and not at the place he is currently at right now. So he had to like go to a zoo to get this B-roll of like this sign, I'm pretty sure. I know that this guy lives in Florida. So if anyone lives in Florida and knows any like local zoos in the area that might have this particular sign, like, yeah, the trees are totally different. That's what leads me to believe that. If anyone can find this zoo with this sign, you'll get 1 fish stick point that you can spend at the fish stick store.
we're going to be exploring the entire zoo, including all the different buildings, which are home to some of the rarest and deadliest animals in the world. And at the end of the video, we're going to be...
So there are... I believe, Shaker, you might have said earlier that, like, hey, that looks like an actual facility and not some garage or a shed or something. Well, we still get some sheds.
Exploring the area where they kept all the bigger animals, like the tigers, bears, sloths, otters, and so much more. So yeah, there's no telling what we're gonna find. I started my search, and after walking around a little bit, I realized just how hard this rescue mission's gonna be.
I'm pretty sure that, like, some of the shots taken are taken at, like, a completely different area. Like, I don't think that... Hold on.
And after walking...
Yeah, this looks more like almost an actual zoo. Not a very good one, but it looks more like a zoo than...
around a little bit, I realized...
This, right? This looks like something completely different. I imagine this was filmed on so many different locations just for the sake of, like, having it look bigger and more real, right?
Just how hard this rescue mission's gonna be. You guys, there's so many different
Quick research, it seemed like that sign came from the Central Florida Zoo and Botanical Gardens. You get 1 fish stick point. You get to spend that at your leisure. Well done. That was fast. I thought I'd be waiting until, like, I uploaded the video and got the comments for that one. That was really fast.
enclosures and cages here. I'm actually kind of scared. Like, what if these animals escaped? There could be a tiger running loose right now and it could just attack us. Oh my gosh, you see what I'm talking about? What the heck
You see what I'm talking about? There's like a donkey making noises back there.
was that? Yeah, so obviously there was some animals making noises, but I had no idea what they were. So
again, he wants the illusion of danger. Look at this. Reptile room. Like, come on. It's a locked fucking shed.
So I decided to take shelter in the nearest building I could find.
I decided to take shelter from the animal noises I was hearing. Uh-oh, looks like I'm taking shelter in the reptile room, home of some of the deadliest animals in the zoo.
However, as I got inside, I noticed something crazy. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm pretty sure we just found one of the animal rooms. Now, the person that told me about this abandoned zoo said that there was multiple buildings filled with animals, but not just any animals. These are some of the rarest and deadliest ones in the world.
I don't think any of those three were rare or deadly. The reptile room at the zoo I went to as a kid was a shed in the middle of the zoo. Okay, maybe that's just me having gone to, like, actually good zoos in my life. Yeah, it's a good thing that his camera crew was already in the reptile room, and they had, like, all the lights set up and all that shit. That's crazy. So yeah, there was a sugar glider there, a Euromastix, and this is an Asian vine snake. Sugar gliders are not rare, or deadly. Like, as far as I'm aware, they are illegal in California, but, that's like a lot of shit's illegal in California. We can't get axolotls, we can't get piranhas, we can't get venomous snakes that aren't rattlesnakes. We can't get shit in California, dude. But you can just get sugar gliders as pets in a lot of states. As far as I'm aware, they're not great pets, and you probably shouldn't get them as pets unless you're like super experienced with them already. That's just as far as I'm aware. People try to pawn them off as like being, oh, really great pets. It's just like, no, they're probably really not. At least as far as I'm aware from what I can remember. I think Pipkin Pippa, of all people, like the rabbit VTuber who wants to shoot up a Walmart in Minecraft, I think she ended up talking about this, how like a lot of people who sell sugar gliders are fucking scummy as shit, and how she was really pissed off about that. Euromastics are lizards that are completely harmless as far as I'm aware. They're actually herbivores, so if you want like a lizard but you don't want to feed it bugs and stuff, then a Euromastix is honestly like a really great pick. And they're not super rare. I'm pretty sure I saw one when I went to the pet store that I got Dimitri's lights at. What's wrong with sugar gliders? They have very specific care requirements as far as I'm aware. And again, some of the people who try to sell them, I'm pretty sure, are mostly trying to sell their sugar glider prepared diets on top of that. Like, oh man, if you're gonna get a sugar glider, what you need is our special brand sugar glider food. But like the food isn't very good for them, so the sugar gliders end up dying prematurely, and then you get another sugar glider, and then you get more of their food, and all that shit. It's just like boo, 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 boo. It's just like a giant fucking scam. Pippa goes to a lot of reptile shows, and there's a well-known sugar glider seller, and he's the biggest con artist you've ever seen. Okay, that's more or less what I remember from that. Also massively inbred from the restrictive export laws. So yeah, also fun. It's a bad situation for sugar gliders. And then there is the Asian vine snake. These are very pretty and funny looking snakes. I think they are decently rare in captivity, but that's just because like I think most people don't really want to or have the means to take care of them. These are snakes that have pretty specific care requirements. If you ever go to like buy feeders, right? Like feeder animals for your own reptiles, and you end up seeing like, oh hey, live feeder lizards for sale. This snake is why. These guys pretty much only eat live food, and they primarily eat lizards. So if you're thinking like, oh no, I love lizards. I could never like feed lizards to a snake, then don't get an Asian vine snake. And I'm also pretty sure that their care requirements even beyond that are still pretty restrictive. So yeah, don't get one. These are bad snakes. They are mildly venomous. These are so-called rear fang snakes, which I think a lot of snakes that end up eating things like lizards and frogs are. But yeah, they're not really harmful to humans at all.
I mean, when you go to a zoo, you don't see a bearded dragon, you see a Komodo dragon. Wait a minute.
Well, when I go to my zoo, they have a ball python there, so you know.
What does that sign say? Danger, venomous snakes and reptiles. Oh my
One venomous snake. It's the Asian vine snake.
gosh, am I gonna die in here? Well, as you can tell,
Oh no, am I gonna die in here? I fucking wish.
I was getting a little nervous, but I had to face my fears if we want to.
Oh, right, this. Oh, right, okay. So these signs are AI generated. You can tell that based on the text. But you can also see here that it says copyright, what is that, Jared Page, I want to say? Because I'm pretty sure this guy, Jared Page, does make, like, sort of, you know, reptile habitat signs. So he took this guy's like signs. This guy's art. I want to make sure I'm getting the name right here. There we go, Jared, with one R. Exotic pet decor. Here we go. He makes, okay, I'm not signed into Instagram, so I can't show you this, but he makes and sells these like reptile signs and all this reptile decor, and this fucking jackass just took this guy's signs, ran them through an AI generator, and was just like, yeah, that's good. And it still has his name and copyright on it. That's insane. And you can tell just like how AI shitified it is, because like, look at the text. Like green tre pythons. Eggs are incubated and protecro by the female as the female. And like, what is this? Brain. No titulate. Oh wait, no, that's supposed to be a clock that says it's nocturnal. Here's the temperature range. Oh, the humidity range? Also like 80 degrees Fahrenheit, because that's how you measure humidity, right? Difficulty. Adv. Difficulty. Like, it just enshittifies it. You took this guy's work and you enshittified it. I don't have an Instagram, but it may be worth honestly contacting this guy and being like, oh hey, this really prominent YouTuber has just taken your work and AI and shitified it. So if you want to take legal action against him, Mr. Jared Page, I give you carte blanche to do so.
These animals. So I started my search, and after looking through the first enclosure, I made a shocking discovery. Oh my gosh, I think I see something, you guys. It looks like some sort of fish, but the water in here is super...
I think I see the fish that are very obviously moving in this, like... Why are these even in, like, such a tiny paludarium? That is... Hold on, is that the one I have my fucking tree frog in? Yeah, it's the same one. That is the exact same paludarium that I have my tree frog in. And he has like full on fish in here. I am barely comfortable keeping snails in the water of my paludarium. That's like 4 gallons of water. That is the exact same model that I have my red-eyed tree frog in. And there are like multiple fish in this thing.
Oh my gosh, I think I see something, you guys. It looks like some sort of fish, but the water in here is super murky, so I can't tell what kind it is. So I guess the only way to know is to catch it out.
Oh my fucking god. He's like making up excuses for how he has to like get these fish out so he can hold them in his meaty hands. Look at this fucking face. Look at this face. Look at this fucking mug. Jim Carrey couldn't pull that face off. That's a screenshot. Keeping that screenshot.
I dipped my net in, and after scooping around a little bit, I managed to catch one of the fish. And as I got a closer look, I realized that this was by far the rarest fish that I've ever found. Hold on, wait a minute. Is that what I think it is? Oh, you have got to be kidding me. No way. I think this is a 4-eyed fish, and the only reason I know that is because a couple years ago I saw one of these at a zoo. And ever since then, I've tried to find one to keep as a pet, but I learned that the only people that can get them are zoos. So
this is the part where we go on Google and look up 4-eyed fish for sale. Wow. They are sold out, but you can buy them. So he's lying, which is obvious. Like, duh, we know. Like, the whole concept of this video is obviously a lie. He didn't find an abandoned zoo. Obviously. Right? But he's also lying about this to make the fish seem rarer than they actually are. So, oh look, here's... Yep, 4-eyed fish for sale. I mean, they're decently expensive, sure. You could just buy them. Oh, hey, here we go. These ones are in stock. US delivery. Decently cheap, too. Look at that. Yeah, I guess I'm a zoo because I have special access to these amazingly rare fish. Ooh, don't mind if I do. Yeah, put that thing in fucking water already.
yeah, this means that we are one of very few people in the world to actually have one. That is...
No, you're not.
Insane. Now, the reason these guys are called 4-eyed fish is because their eyes are basically split in half, allowing them to see both out of water and under the water at the same time. And well, they also...
Put it in the fucking water. He's just like, oh, wow. Oh, wow. He's holding it like it's, you know, something that can breathe air.
like to swim in schools, which means there could be more in here. So I added the 4-eyed fish into a bucket and I kept
Thank
netting
fucking
around,
God.
and sure enough, I found another one. Oh, yes, we got another one, you guys. Oh, that is so cool. This one's a
Oh, they like to swim in school, so there's 2 of them in here. Good zoo.
little bit smaller than the first one, but I was hoping there'd be another one in there because you know what's better than 1 4-eyed fish? 2 4-eyed fish. You guys, I'm not...
He put it in the bucket so that he could take it out of the bucket. Because now he's got both of them in both of his grubby little meaty baby hands. So he put it in there, the fish is just like, oh, thank God that's fucking over. And he's just like, okay, well, I have to get the shot holding both of them. Give me a fucking break, please.
I mean kidding when I say these are probably the rarest fish that we've ever found. And we didn't just get 1, we got 2.
65 USD.
But sadly, after that, I wasn't able to find any more, which means that we saved 2 4-eyed fish in total. And well, even though our first...
Sadly, there weren't any more of these fish in this 4 gallons or less of water.
find in this room was a fish, there's still a sign on that wall saying venomous snakes and reptiles.
And once again, we have to do the thing where we found 1 animal, but there's more to come. Things are gonna get pretty crazy in here.
So I carefully made my way over to the next enclosure where I made a...
Like, I could put that sign on fucking Dimitri's enclosure because he's a monitor lizard and therefore, yep, that's a venomous reptile, alright.
Shocking discovery. Oh my gosh, Helen, is that a snake? Look right there in the tree. I'm pretty sure that is a snake, but...
Hey. Is that a snake? Yeah, I think that's kind of a freaking snake.
But I have no idea what kind it is. Oh, it's probably venomous, isn't it? This is not good, you guys. You know what?
I mean, you are correct for once. That is indeed a venomous snake, but not meaningfully.
I'm not gonna die today. Let me go grab some snake gloves.
Unfortunately.
Yep, you heard me right. These gloves are designed specifically to stop the bite from a venomous snake. That way you don't die. Okay, you guys, we got our gloves on.
I don't even know if Asian vine snakes are particularly, like, bitey. Like, if they'd even want to bite you. Again, they're not harmfully venomous. They're not medically significant.
We're gonna carefully open up the enclosure. Here we go. Look at him. Oh my gosh, he's already trying to bite me.
Oh, right, because it's Bass Fishing Production, so of course it wants to bite him.
Relax, dude. Oh, wait a minute. It's locked. Oh no, that's not good, you guys. How are we supposed to save him if the enclosure's locked? You know what? That makes sense, though. It's probably locked because the snake is dangerous. But
if you're a lizard, which, given your brain, you might be.
that didn't matter. We still needed to save him. And well, the only way to do that is to break open the enclosure. Okay, Mr. Snake, watch out. We're coming to save you, buddy.
Bobby, wait. Are those the keys right there?
Oh, probably, yeah.
See, at first you think he's unironically going to smash that fucking cage with a rock. And then you realize, oh, it's a setup for the shittiest joke ever. Nobody wins. There are no winners here. Least of all the snake. That snake is going to die.
Okay, well, let's see if this thing works. Oh, I think we're in. There we go. Okay, that was easy. Now that we were in, it was time to try and catch out the snake.
Not funny because you believed he would do it. I also believed he would do it. I was like 100% convinced, like he's gonna smash that with a rock.
And well, let's just say he was not happy. Oh my gosh, he just bit me, you guys. Well, it's a good thing
That is the slowest strike I've ever seen a snake do.
I got these gloves on. That could have been bad. Relax, man. We're just trying to save you. Here we go. I got him. Oh my gosh. Watch out, Helen. Oh, that is a massive snake, you guys. Look at that. Holy cow. Oh no, and he is not happy. He's trying to
Well, stop pissing it off then.
bite me again. Stop it. Don't you dare. Don't you dare bite me. You guys, I'm pretty sure this is called an Asian vine snake. And while that sign on the wall is not lying, these guys are venomous. However, the venom isn't strong enough to kill a human, but
Okay, so you weren't even sure if that was a snake when you first saw it. And now you're just like, ah, this is a mildly venomous Asian vine snake. That one I know very well. But, yeah. You gotta keep up the tension for the video, for the little stupid children watching your video. Oh, the glass is obscuring his vision. No wonder he had to break it with a rock.
it would definitely still hurt. Oh, there he goes. He's biting me again. Stop it.
Stop grabbing him like that, then.
Okay, there we go. I think he's calmed down a little bit. He's not trying to bite me anymore. But anyways, these snakes are super cool, and I'm sure you can see why they're called Asian vine snakes. They literally look just like a vine, which helps them camouflage in the wild.
That is such a pretty snake, and I'm so sad it's gonna die.
And yeah, I've never seen one of these before, so this is a really cool find. I decided to add him into a container before he bit me, but don't worry, this won't be his forever home. At the end of the video, I'm gonna be bringing all the animals back to my house where they will become my new pets.
He doesn't show this process, by the way.
But for now, we still have a bunch more enclosures in this first building, and the animals are just gonna get crazier and crazier. Okay, well, it's definitely not a mystery of what's in this enclosure, and that's because they literally have a sign saying it's a chameleon.
Yeah, the sign that you stole, by the way. Really good.
And since these lizards are masters at camouflage, it might be a little bit difficult to find him. Oh, wait, never mind. There he is right there. Oh my gosh, look at the size of that thing. That is the biggest chameleon
I don't even think that's a veiled chameleon. I think that's a panther. Oh, right, this poor chameleon. Oh, man, look at its lips. Look at its mouth, how fucked up that is. I'm pretty sure... Well, let's wait for him to take this thing out.
Come on, buddy, we're trying to save you. Oh, he's not happy. He's trying to bite me. Why is everything trying to bite me today? Oh, there we go. I got him, you guys. Oh,
yeah, that chameleon is pissed.
Look at the size of this chameleon. And look at that mouth.
Yeah, look at that mouth. I'm pretty sure this chameleon has metabolic bone disease. I'm pretty sure, at least. And I'm also pretty sure that's not a veiled chameleon. I'm pretty sure that's a panther. Yeah, oh my god. Someone earlier was saying that the vine snake looked pretty lethargic, and I have to agree with that, having seen how fast snakes can, generally speaking, be. And this chameleon is in really rough shape, I want to say. Just based on the condition of its mouth, I really want to say this thing is suffering from metabolic bone disease. And again, this is a panther chameleon and not a veiled one. Lots of stuck shed on it. Yeah, I'm especially seeing that, like, around its back. Oh my god. That's really bad. And then, like, the little cask on the back of its head there. Oh man, this guy's in rough shape.
Oh, that is so scary. But that is absolutely insane. Look at how colorful he's getting. Ow, okay, yeah, and he has really...
Yeah, how colorful he's getting. The black is bad. Black is a bad color for chameleons to turn.
Sharp claws that literally feels like a lobster is pinching me. Look how cool he is. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, that's rough.
I love chameleons, you guys, and I've seen a lot before, but I've never seen one with this much red on them. That is absolutely insane. Ow, ow. Okay, yeah, those claws really hurt though. They are super sharp. Oh, this is not good.
You have the pain tolerance of a fucking bag of Jell-O. Yeah, by the way, this is not the lizard that is in the worst condition in this video.
Thankfully, I was able to get him to let go, and I got him into a container, but then I moved on to the next enclosure, and things got even scarier. Oh my gosh, green tree python? Okay, I'm not doing this. You guys, I actually have experience with green tree pythons, and they're one of the most aggressive snakes in the world, and they also have the largest teeth out of any non-venomous snakes.
Every single snake is aggressive around you, asshole. Considering how small that green tree python was, it is possible that this is the same one, but that one is a different color. So, I know that they change a lot as they age, in terms of, like, their coloration, but it's, usually it's from yellow to green, not the other way around.
So, yeah, this is not going to be fun. I quickly put my snake gloves back on, and I carefully opened up the enclosure, and well, it didn't take me long.
Oh wait, no, that one's way smaller actually. Okay, so that's... Yeah, that's a baby.
Until I found the snake. Oh!
What do you mean until you found it? It's right there.
There we go! We got him, you guys! Be very careful, these guys have super sharp teeth.
Well, don't fucking grab it like that! There's no need! There's no need to grab it like that! Just to show off the fangs? Don't bother! This is an animal that's apparently been abandoned in a zoo. All you're doing is stressing it out.
Oh! Oh my gosh! Ow! Oh, he's biting me! Oh, that's not good! It was pain everywhere! Why are you so mad? We're saving you! This thing is way
Oh my god, that poor snake.
more aggressive than the Asian vine snake, you guys. We gotta watch out here. Okay, you know what? I think we should just get him into a container before he bites one of us.
Yeah, I really don't think he knows anything about handling snakes at all. God put this man here to prove demons are real. I believe you.
At this point, I was ready to get out of this room, but we still had a few more enclosures left to explore.
Of course
and, well,
you did.
Judging by what we found already, there's no telling what could be inside of them. And remember,
There's no telling what could be inside of these cages that have signs on them telling you what's inside them.
is just the beginning. We still have the entire zoo left to explore, and the animals are just gonna get even crazier.
Oh wow, I can't wait to see the monkeys.
Okay, let's see what's in this next enclosure. I'm really hoping it's not another snake.
I can't wait to see the monkeys and the tigers and the lions and I can't wait to see all of it.
Oh my gosh, Helen, look at that. It says there's a horned lizard in.
Oh man, I can't wait to see how AI and shitified this one is. They are often referred to horny toads, although they are not tossed at lizards, found in diverse habitats in western North America, mostly in the Sonpren and Mojave deserts. Clutch size averages around 7 eggs. Female lizards produce 1 to 2 clutches. Behavior. Desert horned lizards prey primarily invertebrates, such as including red harvester ants, crickets, grasshoppers, beetles, etc. When they find soft sand, they usually think themselves vigorously, throwing sand over their backs, leaving their head exposed. This helps them to keep predators. Good. Again, Jared, he's AI and shitified your work. I sincerely recommend that you take action against this.
Here, are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, I'm shaking right now, you guys. I'm gonna have a heart attack. I don't think you understand how crazy this is. Horned lizards are one of the coolest animals in the world. I've been fascinated with them ever since I was a kid, but I've never seen one in person. These guys...
I have. I saw one just like outside of the trailer I used to live in once. I thought like, oh wow, that's really cool. Look at him. It was actually pretty slow, so it was like easy to catch. Like I held onto it for a little bit. It's like, oh wow, that's really cool, and then I let it go.
Guys are as rare as it gets.
They're really not all that rare, I'm pretty sure. I think they are decently difficult to care for because primarily their diet does consist of ants. So if you aren't able to, like, you know, consistently supply them with enough ants to eat, then they could just end up dying on you, which is not bueno.
I'm just hoping he's still in here. This tank looks pretty empty. Come on, please still be alive. He's not in there. Wait, I think I see him. Oh my gosh. Helen, look at that. There's the horned lizard. We got him. He's still in here, you guys. Oh my gosh, this is so cool.
I find it weird that, like, he refers to his girlfriend so frequently. Like, you know, because she's behind the camera and, like, he talks to her. But, like, she barely says a word unless, like, she's basically cued to. Like, she never reacts to anything. It's kind of weird, isn't it? Like, maybe that's just me. I feel like if my girlfriend that I definitely have was sort of my partner in let's call this crime, because, you know, animal abuse is a crime. Then, you know, I'd want her to participate instead of just like during her cue where she says like, aren't those the keys right there? You big goofball.
Now, if you guys don't know what horned lizard is, you're probably confused as to why I'm so excited. Basically, these lizards are known for being able to shoot blood out of their eyes.
Yeah, they only do that when they're very, 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 very threatened.
Yeah, you heard me right. These guys literally shoot blood out of their eyes as a defense mechanism. And on top of that, they are just so crazy looking. I mean, it looks like a real-life dinosaur. That is just so cool.
Everything looks like a dinosaur or an alien to you.
Cool. I can't believe I'm actually holding a horned lizard right now. This is probably the coolest animal that we've ever had on the channel.
It's gonna shoot blood, isn't it? Well...
Come on, buddy. Shoot blood out of your eyes, please.
He really wants it to. I would be mortified if an animal that, like, you know, I was trying to rescue, like, ended up having some kind of display or, like, a defensive display towards me. He's actively encouraging the animal to do that. Like, please get so stressed out that you think you're about to die so that you shoot blood for the camera because that's cool. That's just a shitty thing to do. Also, you're going to get it all over your Bass Fishing Productions merchandise that you can go buy right now in the Bass Fishing Productions store. Call now! Yeah, there'll be times where it's like I'm feeding carne, right? And like just feeding carne is kind of a delicate process. Like here. It's a little bit of a delicate process. Cause like I'll open up the little top of the critter keeper that he currently resides in. He's actually being super chill right now. But like ordinarily when like the vibrations of that just like kind of freak him out a little bit. Oh, he flinched there. And then sometimes I'll see him like scurry back into his little hide and occasionally even kick hairs at me. When it's just like, I'm literally just opening your lid. Please, I just want to feed you. But they get skittish like that. I'm not like poking him with a stick being like, hey, tarantula, kick hairs at me. It's cool. I did recently see a video of a guy who was like basically doing an experiment where he's like testing how willing are tarantulas to bite you. So he like took a latex glove and filled it with hot dogs and just kind of like prodded his tarantulas with it, assuming they were like, you know, out of their hides. But it's very clear that this was something he was doing as like a one-time thing for like educational purposes, right? To see just like, hey, how aggressive are some tarantulas? How willing to bite are they? And the answer was across the board, not very.
I'll look at you not abusing animals and showing proper care for them. If only more people could look at you as a good example.
I've definitely made plenty of mistakes owning pets. I just have. Like, one of my fish tanks is just not doing super well, I think. Something's like up with it. I really don't know what is wrong with it, but like some of my fish have gotten really sick. I just had like a small die off. Like two of my Corridor's catfish ended up dying, and like one of my two of my black neon tetras actually. I was just like, I really don't know what's wrong with it. I tried to introduce some ram's horn snails in there to do some cleanup crew, and it's just like a bunch of them ended up dying. I acclimated them and everything. Tried to put some cherry shrimp in there. They ended up dying. It's just like, I don't know what is wrong. Like, I'm checking the water perimeters. Everything looks fine. But something's just like wrong with this, and I don't know what it is. I'm not like the pristine example of animal care, right? Like, I've made a lot of mistakes. But, like, I'm not actively trying to kill my animals, right? Like, making mistakes is one thing. This happens to everyone. Everyone makes mistakes. And sometimes just accidents happen. Poking and prodding at a lizard to be like, hey, do your defensive display. That is just a shitty thing to do. Yeah, like doing research is the bare minimum. That is like everyone should do before they get any pet. Yeah, bleed now, toy.
I've always wanted to see it happen. I've only seen a few videos online where they actually do it. I don't think it's gonna happen, you
It
guys.
looks
They only do it
uncomfortable
when
to
they
do.
feel threatened. So I guess he likes me. Well, I think it's safe to say that we are one of very few people in the world that actually has a horned lizard as a pet. And
This is the part where we go and check up horned lizard for sale. Yep, desert horned lizards, reptiles for sale. These guys are sold out. $40. Formic acid supplement. That's probably like just what they get from their ants that they eat. More lizards for sale. Okay, these are different kinds of horned lizards, I think. Yeah, Asian mountain horned lizards. That's very different. There's some cool ones here though. Look at this guy. That's a cool lizard. God damn. That guy looks sick. I have no idea what kind of lizard this is or what its care requirements are. I believe it costs $1,000. That's a beautiful lizard. So, I can honestly imagine that horned lizards are a bit rare, but again, I imagine that is largely because their care requirements are prohibitive because they mostly eat ants. Buy lizards with overnight delivery. Desert horned lizard. Here we go. Reptmarts. Yep. Captive bred even. Okay, so I guess they're common enough to breed in captivity. They're a bit prohibitive to take care of. I imagine he probably bought this one, you know, kind of like that one. Maybe even from that site. Not super rare, it's just like relatively prohibitive.
And with him and the four-eyed fish, we're definitely on track to have the craziest animal collection on YouTube. Okay, there's only one more enclosure in this room, and it says there's a Saharan sand boa.
Your dad's buddy owns a horned lizard. They are hard to take care of, but really easy to get. That's about what I expected. Kind of like how you can get dragon snakes relatively easily. I mean, like, comparatively easily for how prohibitive their care requirements are. Like, you could just kind of get one, but you're gonna end up with a dead snake very, very soon. Oh boy. There is an enlarged rostral scale extending over the low, allows the snake to burrow with ease. A wandbow incre in need of quick defense than Elvis adds in its tail, which is unique feature for a hook-like claw on its tail of its tail. What?
Inside of it. So yeah, another snake. However, I'm pretty sure this species of snake is known for burrowing under the sand. So yeah, it might be a little bit difficult to...
Sand boas, I think, are relatively easy snakes to take care of. Like, my understanding is that I think of rosy boas. But I don't think sand boas are all of that bad to take care of. I think sand boas are, like, decent for, like, beginner snakes. Rosy boas are better, though.
Find him. I started digging around when suddenly I spotted something moving right below the surface. So I decided to try and pick it up, hoping it wouldn't bite me. Oh my gosh, Helen, I got it. I got the snake. Oh, he's actually pretty big. Okay, he's a lot bigger than I thought he was gonna be.
Yeah, sand boas, from my understanding, are decently placid. So, they're very cute. They're cute little snakes.
But that is insane, you guys. This is another snake I've never seen before. And well, luckily he's still alive, even though he's been abandoned there for a really long time. Okay, he's kind of freaking me out though, so I think we should...
Very placid snake, very chill out right now, so... Yeah, you have no reason to be freaking out. That snake is... Like, if you were any good at taking care of animals, I would say, like, yeah, dude, like, that's a snake that you can keep, and I would have no issue with that.
Should just get him into a container and we're gonna continue our search. Now that the first room was fully explored, I kept going, and after seeing nothing...
What's up? How goes the sludge of sludge?
Oh, it's sludgy, all right. It's been a very, very sludgy day, and it's only going to get sludgier from here. The sludge has been pretty crazy, but there was more sludge yet ahead. And it was only going to get crazier from here. Yeah, the narrative is that they've been abandoned for a long time, apparently. And, hey, isn't it crazy how the really easy to move animals are the ones that have been left behind, but all, like, we haven't seen any tigers or anything like that yet, so what the hell, man?
But a bunch of empty enclosures, I came across this really big fish tank with something absolutely insane inside of it.
Okay, from my understanding, fly river turtles are actually decently hard to get your hands on. I have seen those at my local zoo. I've never seen them at like a pet store or anything, but they're also pretty damn big turtles. At least for like ones that, actually, I don't even know if you could own them. I mean, I'm assuming you can't because he got one. But I know that they're expensive as hell. Yeah, okay. Like $1,000 for one of these turtles. And that's for like a baby. Albino African lungfish. Oh, look at these pretty stingrays. Oh, that's beautiful. Damn. But yeah, you can't get a fly river turtle. They're just like, again, very expensive and very prohibitive to take care of. Because being a big ass turtle means they need a lot of water to swim around in. And they are fully aquatic turtles. I love fly river turtles. They're adorable. I love like the little pig noses they've got. But yeah, these are very prohibitive to take care of. Like, if you had a pond or something, then maybe. But even then, like, you'd have to live in the right climate. So it's just kind of, which... I think they are actually endangered, or at the very least vulnerable.
No way, you guys! There's a fly river turtle in here! I know it's kind of hard to tell because the water's so murky, but it is
Well, maybe you should grab it in your meaty baby hands.
massive! Now, these turtles are very
Oh my god, look at the enshittification of that poor turtle. Fly river turtles are adorable, and the AI goopification just makes it look so ugly. Why would you do that? I thought this said that fly river turtles are demonic. This one might be.
special, and that's because they're the only ones in the world that are fully aquatic, meaning they don't need any land to survive. I was
so
not
cute.
expecting to find one here, and let alone one this size. Believe it or not, this turtle is so rare that it costs around $8,000.
But we just saw them for sale for $1,000, so we know that's not true.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a good find. However, we still need to catch him out, and judging by how big he is, it's not gonna be easy. I quickly grabbed the biggest net I could find, and luckily, I was able to scoop up the turtle on my first try. Oh, I got him, you guys! Oh my gosh, this turtle is so heavy! There we go, we got him! Relax, buddy, relax, we're here to save you!
Oh my
I can't
God.
believe it, you guys.
He ADR'd that in, as it was like wiggling around and in his meaty hands. Uh,
Look at the size of this fly river turtle. It literally looks like a sea turtle. That is such a cool creature. But to think that the zoo just left him here is so sad. Luckily, he does look
the zoo left everything there, but it's sad for the Fly River turtle, but not for the snakes that you hate.
pretty healthy, which is surprising considering how small that tank was. This guy deserves a much bigger
So the sludge is getting worse. Got it. Also, zoo stream? That'd be fun.
It's been a while since I did the last zoo stream. That was a weird one. I don't know if I could do that on my own. I feel weird doing it on my own, just like talking out loud to you guys, like with no one else there to justify me talking to people in like in my speaking from the chest YouTuber voice. I don't know if I could do that. Yeah, I don't want to look like a weird schizophrenic person at the zoo just talking to myself on my big selfie stick.
home, and well, I think I have the perfect spot for him. Now, if you guys don't know, I actually have a massive pond in my backyard filled with a ton of rare fish. And well, I thought the Fly River turtle would love it in here, so I decided to put him in, and right away he looked a lot happier.
Okay, that may be honestly one of the better animals he's actually bothered to take care of. But hey, he spent like at least $1,000 on this thing, so no fucking wonder.
After that, I stumbled upon another building that was even bigger than the first one.
Oh,
and
boy.
right away, I could tell that it was home to some of the most insane animals in the world. Wow, I don't even know where to start right now, you guys, but I can already
Oh,
see
God,
there's a
this
bunch of
one.
animals in here that
Oh,
are extremely
God.
dangerous, so we're definitely gonna have to be careful. I decided to start my search in this corner that had this really big enclosure which was split up into 4 sections, with each one
What an awful setup, by the way. Like, you can't even reach the one in the back. It looks like shit.
containing a different animal. Look at this one, you guys. It's a giant African bullfrog.
Pixie, aka African Giant. No, the pixie is an African bullfrog, not an African giant.
Oh my gosh. I've never seen one of these in person before, but I'm pretty sure they're the biggest species of frog in the world.
They're like second biggest. The Goliath frog is the biggest. Also, he's probably gonna say that they're very rare. They're not. Pixie frogs are dirt cheap and very common.
And oh my gosh, there it is. Are you guys kidding me? Look at the size of that thing. That is the biggest frog I've ever seen in my life. Is that thing even real? You guys, that is a monster. Oh, yep, he's definitely real. He's moving. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, the frog jumped after I pushed it out of the fucking water.
Got him. Come here, buddy. We're saving you. Are you kidding me right now?
Please
you guys,
bite it.
I don't
Bite him or pee on him or something.
even know what to say. I'm speechless. I didn't even know frogs could get this big.
They get bigger.
Oh my gosh. Now, I have really big hands, so if it doesn't seem that big right
Well, you know what they say about a man with big hands. Yeah, I'm really hoping that this thing, with its giant pixie frog's fangs, just chomps the shit out of him. Oh yeah, cane toads also get pretty huge. Yeah, they got like these tusk-like structures on their bottom jaws, but they also have like these little small needle-like sharp teeth in their, I think both their jaws actually. But like these things will chomp the shit out of you. They'll fuck you up. And yes, you should wear gloves while handling amphibians. He doesn't care about that. I have never held my red-eyed tree frog before. There's a good reason for that. You're not supposed to. Not supposed to without gloves.
now, just look at him compared to my head. It's literally bigger than my head.
It's certainly bigger than your brain.
A frog, I have to be extremely careful holding him. And that's because these frogs have such a powerful bite that they have been known to break people's fingers. Oh, and he is not
I loved going to the clip of Serpent Design, knowing how much he actually loves his fucking frogs.
happy. Okay, I think we should just get him into a bucket before this ends badly. Well, that was a pretty insane first find for this building. However, I have a feeling it's only gonna get crazier from here. And well, I wasn't wrong, because right next to the frog enclosure was this one, which was home to a lizard called a Euromastix. And it was the biggest one I've ever seen. Oh my gosh, that thing looks like a freaking dinosaur, you guys.
Everything looks like a dinosaur. Also, the AI and shitification has turned that Euromastix into basically a discount bearded dragon, because of course it has.
Guys, it's actually kind of scary. These lizards are known for having a super big tail that is equipped with razor sharp spines.
Yeah, they're not using that to like whip the shit out of you. Euromastics use their tails a lot like spiny tail monitor lizards, aka Akis. Like, they'll kind of wedge themselves inside of a crevice and then like the only thing that a predator can reach is their tail, and the tail is like really tough and really spiny, so it's just like, this ain't worth it anymore. And so the predator leaves. Tail is like, it's there to be like a shield, not really like a whip. Also, Jesus Christ, what happened to the scales there on its tail? It must have had some stuck shed or something that got like necrotic maybe.
So I'm definitely a little nervous to pick it up. Okay, here we go, buddy. I'm coming to save you. You want to be saved, right? Ah! Oh my gosh! Oh.
My God, it moved.
Okay, he just tried to whip me with his tail. That's not cool. There we go. Okay, we're cool, right? Be nice, be friendly. Oh, this is so scary. It's like I'm holding an actual dinosaur right now.
Come on, dude.
Look at that tail that he just tried to get me with. That would have not felt good, you guys. Wow, that is one big lizard though, you guys. This is definitely the biggest Euromastix I have ever seen. I don't know what's going on right now. It's like every animal that we find is...
He moves a little. He's just like, oh, some stimulus. What the heck? What just happened there? Like, the lizard was startled, and then you just like, oh man, the lizard got startled? I gotta turn it up to 11. Because I know I'm on a camera right now.
Bigger than the last one. And this is still nothing compared to the massive animals we're gonna find later in the video.
Oh man, I can't wait to see the sloth and the anteater.
All I could say is you definitely don't want to click...
You know, considering that the footage you took of that sign was from, what was it, the Central Florida Zoo? I have to wonder where the rest of that B-roll came from.
Click off because things are about to get really crazy. But for now, we still had a ton of other animals to save in the second building, so I added the Euromastix into a container and I moved on. And in the next enclosure was yet another massive lizard.
Oh, that's not even close to how big savanna monitors get. Oh, they get so much bigger than that.
A savanna monitor, you
Also, you could tell just how AI and shitified that image is.
guys, I'm actually gonna die making this video. Savanna monitors are known to be super aggressive and can
Look how cute that monitor was. He just wanted some kisses. That was a very sweet, well-adjusted savanna monitor. Like, savanna monitors can definitely be aggressive if you, like, you know, don't take the time to properly socialize them, because a lot of them are wild caught. But, like, dude, that was a bad example. That was a very sweet lizard.
seriously injured you. And well, after that Euromastix, I'm not taking any more chances.
After that Euromastix twitched a little bit, I'm not taking any more chances.
So I'm gonna go grab those snake gloves. With the gloves on, I carefully picked up the monitor, and luckily he wasn't that aggressive. He was just hissing at me a little bit, but it was still pretty scary holding.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, I thought there's like a little bit of like lining on the glove, and I thought that might have been like a super long nail, like the lizard might have needed to get his nails done really bad. He's got some shed on his back. I don't think that's stuck shed necessarily. I think he's just like in the middle of shedding. Honestly, that I've seen savanna monitors in worse conditions, so that kind of says to me that he might have gotten this from someone who was just like surrendering a savanna monitor. Like he went on Craigslist or something. He was just like, oh hey, here's a savanna monitor I don't want anymore. It's just like, ooh, don't mind if I do.
Holding him. So I went ahead and I added him into a container and I moved on to...
Savanna monitors, by the way, are very, very prohibitive to take care of. Because, number one, they get way fucking bigger than that. Number two, they primarily eat insects. And when you're that fucking big, and you're mostly eating insects, that costs a fortune. Dimitri is still a baby, right? He's only 2 months old, and he's an Ackie monitor. These are like the most reasonable monitors you can take care of. He's still a baby. I give him like 5 large crickets a day. They run hot. Like, yeah, I'm gonna need to set up a dubia colony at some point. Yeah, and like if you order like bulk hissing cockroaches or hornworms or something, then yeah, you'll be able to keep them fed, but again, that just costs so much. And their lighting is super expensive because, like, you know, they live in the savannas of Africa. They like it hot. You could feed them snails if you like breed your own snails or anything like that, because like you can't just get wild caught snails because they're full of parasites and shit. But, like, if you breed your own snails, or, like, I've seen, like, snail diets for savanna monitors, then that can help out. But, like, if you end up feeding them a lot of vertebrate prey, then they will end up suffering from obesity and like fatty liver disease and stuff like that. Yeah, they eat African apple snails, which are huge, and also a lot of African snails are basically illegal to import into the United States, which makes caring for these lizards very difficult. Yeah, savanna monitors, as far as I'm aware, are least concern. Like they're not like in danger, right? It's just like they're hard to keep. They're hard to keep for how like readily available and cheap they are, right? Not to the same level as something like a Nile monitor, because Jesus Christ, you basically need to own a zoo in order to take care of one of those things properly. But like, yeah, you're still asking a lot of yourself to properly take care of a savanna monitor and not have it die on you way earlier than it should.
To the last section of this enclosure when suddenly I made a shocking discovery. Oh my gosh, what the heck are those, you guys? There's no sign on that enclosure saying
They're ferrets.
what animals are in there, but I'm pretty sure those are ferrets, and I think there's 2 of them in there, and it definitely looks like they want to get out. Okay, I'm coming to get you guys.
I feel like those ferrets could probably, if they wanted to, like, vault over that little barricade. Personally, I'm not a ferret expert.
Shaker Silver donated $1. Mammal detected. Mammal detected. Normie care receptors activated.
I know, we actually have to give a shit about these ferrets. Because those are mammals. I wonder what other mammals we'll see in this video. Yeah, he was just saying, like, when you go to a zoo, you don't see bearded dragons, you see Komodo dragons. And yet these are just, like, regular-ass ferrets that you get at a pet store. Unless, of course, you live in California, because, hey, can't have shit in California.
Guys, it's gonna be a little tricky. They're all the way in the corner.
Yeah, wow, it's like this is a really shitty setup.
We got them! Oh my god!
A really shitty setup, considering the ferrets, probably have the most care requirement. Like, at the very least, you would need to take care of them the most often. Like, you need to access them the most frequently. Because, you know, they're mammals, therefore they poop a lot. Therefore, you need to change their bedding a lot. And also, you need to feed them and give them water every single day because their metabolisms are so high. And yet, they're the most difficult to access. Yeah, what a shit zoo. It's almost like this is incredibly slapdash and put together in like 5 fucking seconds.
Wow, that is so cute, you guys. Now, I don't know too much about ferrets, but I do know they are highly intelligent animals, and they make really good pets, so we're definitely gonna keep these guys. So make sure to comment 2 names down below for them.
Okay, I am also not a ferret expert because, you know, I can't own any. I did always see ferret, like, supplies whenever I was going to Petco growing up. And I thought that was very funny. Ferrets are not marsupials. Ferrets are mustelids. They're kind of related to like skunks and wolverines and stuff and weasels. I don't think they're actually all that dumb. Really, the main issue with ferrets as pets, as far as I'm aware, is that they're stinky. Ferrets smell bad. And also, there's a Salmonella video where he talks about how their digestive tracts are very, very thin. So if they end up swallowing anything they're not supposed to, that can end up killing them really easily. Like, again, I don't know enough about ferret care. I've never done any research into it just because, like, again, I can't own any. I know that there's the one video of, like, the mother ferret who's just, like, going up to her human and being like, hey, I want to show you something. And she's, like, dragging the human by the finger in order to, like, show the human their babies. Just like, here, look at the babies, pet the babies, get your smell all over the babies so that they know that, like, you're cool. Ferrets are banned in California, I believe, because of Arnold Schwarzenegger. Back when he was the governor, the governator. He ended up banning parrots and, not parrots, ferrets. Parrots are definitely not banned, because I've seen some guy walking around town just, like, with his parrots. And yeah, like, he ended up banning ferrets and a bunch of other pets, I'm pretty sure. The main thing is, like, ferrets could escape into California and end up causing damage to the ecosystem. So, that was his mistake, or... that was his mistake! Or that was his logic, rather. I don't know why I suddenly became the most memorable twist villain in the Disney canon. That was his stake.
And yeah, they are just so adorable. I added the ferrets into a container and I kept going. And in the next enclosure, I found this.
So yeah, a ball python. Like, I can't complain about this one too much because, again, there is a ball python at my zoo, but Even at my zoo, I find that weird. It's just like, really? A ball python? I could go into a pet store and see one of these.
A python? Oh my gosh, are you kidding me, you guys? I thought we were done with the snakes. And it looks like this
Maybe you should have learned to read then.
one is also albino, which makes it a lot more rare.
Alright. Albino. Sort by... Let's see. Lowest price. $100. 20 pages of albino pythons, by the way. Okay, some of these just have albino genes in them. Just a full-on albino, $100. I imagine that there's a lot more and for cheaper at any given reptile expo. Again, it's like last time with fucking Mr. Exotic fishing out the albino fish, where it's just like, ooh, this is rare. It's like a shiny Pokemon.
Let's just hope it's not aggressive. I carefully
It's a
opened
ball
up
python.
the enclosure, and at first I didn't see anything, but then I spotted the snake
I
hiding
saw it
under
literally instantly. It's like, oh, it's under the hide. Of course it is. It's a snake.
the log. Oh my gosh, there it is, you guys. There's the snake, and he is big. Oh, that is so scary. Oh, I do not like this. Okay, I got him. There we go, you guys. Now, I'll be honest, I am
Ball pythons are so sweet. Like, relax, dude.
really scared of snakes, but this one is super pretty. I don't think I've ever seen an albino snake before. Look at him. He's got
Go. I know you have, because I know you get a lot of these at expos. Give me a break. Also, you've been to a pet store before. Come on.
red eyes. Oh, that is so crazy. Oh my gosh, I just realized I'm not wearing my snake gloves right now. Uh-oh. Well, that was definitely a close call, but luckily I was
Oh, what a close call with easily the most placid snake I've seen in my fucking life.
able to get him into a container, and I moved on to the next enclosure, and it was home to something absolutely insane. A peach throat monitor? Why is there so many monitors in here? Oh my
There's two.
gosh, do you hear that? I think it's moving around in there. Okay, this is scary.
What an awful setup for a monitor, by the way. Like, Jesus Christ. Peach throat monitors get pretty goddamn big. Like, again, Dimitri is like this fucking big right now. He is in a 4-foot long by 2-foot deep by 3-foot high enclosure. Come on, man. Like, I get that this is for like 5 fucking seconds for your shitty video, but like, you're supposed to sell this as like, oh, it's an actual zoo.
Now, just like the Savannah monitor, these guys are extremely dangerous and are
They're really not.
actually...
Like, again, that was a terrible example video, because like, let's look at this again.
Now, just like the Savannah monitor, these
Like, look, this guy's training his monitor. He's like
guys
playing
are
with it.
extremely
He's giving it enrichment by like, you know, putting the little food on the end of his tongue and like having him chase it around. I do that with Dimitri all the time because like it's good exercise for them. These lizards run super fucking hot. You gotta do that for them. They're not like a lot of other lizards that'll just kind of sit around and chill out all day. They are very active animals.
dangerous and are actually venomous. And on top of that, they
All monitor lizards are venomous, but the effects of their venom are really not known on humans, or at least they're not dangerous at all, as far as we can tell. I think at most, monitor venom is like an anticoagulant, so it makes you bleed a little bit. Oh, dude, fucking Dimitri is such a little terror with the crickets I give him. He's so awesome. Like, just this morning I gave him a cricket, he was just like thrashing it around and just shaking it all over the place. He's just like, dude, I think you got it. He's a little psycho with his food. I love him so much.
They also have super sharp claws and a powerful tail that they use as a defense mechanism. And well, the Peachstone monitor is one of the rarest monitors in the world.
Dude, I saw a peach throat monitor on Craigslist. Someone just had one. It was just like, hey, I can't keep this peach throat monitor anymore. Can someone take it? And I was I get tempted by things that I know I can't take care of. It's just like, oh man, that'd be cool. But it's just like, wait a minute. My mother is taking up space in my other room in my house. Darn. Darn. Otherwise, I would have had room for a peach throat monitor. And again, like, we could just go on Morph Market, go to categories, lizards, monitors. There's black throat monitors. I'm guessing that's under other monitors. Lace monitor. Peach throat monitor, peach throat monitor, peach throat monitor. Oh, this is a pretty one. I mean, that's probably part of the blue lighting, but like, I love the spots on it. Never even heard of this one before. Oh, Borneo earless monitors. These guys are so fucking weird. I love these guys. These guys are rad. These guys, like, if you said like, oh, they look like dragons, it's just like, yeah, they kind of do. They look like the dragon snakes of lizards. They're so fucking weird. They're a weird little guy. They're expensive as hell, but like understandable. They're badass. Yeah, like they're not Peach Throat Monitor. Peach Throat Monitor. They're all over the place. But these ones are pretty. Look at that. So yeah, not particularly rare. Like again, if you said the Borneo Earless Monitor, I'd be like, fair enough. That is quite rare. Come to think of it, what like okay, if we go by like all monitors, right? I imagine that's saying like a black dragon. Oh no, not all lizards. If we sort them by like highest price. Oh, croc monitor. Oh, for sure. Yeah, no, a crocodile monitor is just absurd. They are ridiculously expensive and also huge, and those I would say are dangerous because their chompers are insane. They have huge teeth. Like they make Komodo dragon teeth look tame by comparison. Like you can tame them, but god damn, they are enormous. So yeah, I don't think that like peach throat monitors are among the rarest of all monitor lizards. I don't think Borneo earless monitors are true monitors. I think they're kind of monitor adjacent, but they're like close. They're among monitor lizards' closest relatives, I want to say.
I've actually never even seen one before. With that in mind, I slowly cracked open the enclosure, hoping I could sneak up on this lizard, but as soon as he saw the door was open, he started freaking out. Oh my gosh! Oh, he's trying.
Oh, you could have... Hold the fuck up. Did he like... I have to see that again. Okay, I thought he like slammed the door on the lizard. That is... You very easily could have, and that would have been really bad. That could have easily hurt it or killed it. Like, Jesus Christ.
Oh, this is not good. Relax, dude. We're just trying to save you. I got him. Oh my gosh! He's trying to bite me. Ow! Ow, his claws are so sharp.
What do you mean, ow? Is that not the point of the snake gloves? Is that they're supposed to, like, you know, prevent things from penetrating the gloves? If so, holy shit, are you lucky you didn't find an actual venomous snake. Otherwise, well, for one thing, you got ripped off on those gloves, and for another thing, you'd be dead. Oh, if only.
I can feel it through the gloves. How is that even possible? Ow! Oh my gosh! And he's whipping me with his tail!
That, like, missed you.
Yeah, so as you could tell, he was not very happy, but after
Probably because he was in, like, a fucking... That's gotta be, like, what? Maybe 3 feet wide? 3x2x2, maybe?
holding him for a while, he finally managed to calm down. See, buddy, it's okay. We're not here to hurt you. I'm actually saving you, so you're welcome.
Probably a wild caught monitor, if I had to guess, just because, like, again, a lot of the monitors that a lot of the peach shows that I saw on Morph Market were wild caught, so that'd be my guess, especially because that means he can buy it relatively cheaply. Yeah, you're welcome, he says to this poor monitor. Like, that's especially insulting. Jesus Christ.
But now that he's calmed down a little bit, you can actually see why they're called peach throat monitors, and that's because they have this super pretty orange color all along their neck. And yeah, while this is a pretty big lizard, these guys do get 5 feet long, so yeah, that's a little scary. I went ahead and I got him into a container, and well, I think it's safe to say with all the...
Hold the fuck up. I may have been too hasty saying that the Savannah monitor looked alright. I don't know, something about this one's mouth doesn't look good either. This one just doesn't look very good. I mean, I know it's shedding because, like, it's got some shed on its back, but, like, I don't know. It looks a bit sick. I don't own a Savannah monitor, so I can't comment too much on that, but just looking at it, I don't know, it doesn't look great.
With all the lizards we've found so far, we're literally gonna have a dinosaur army. However, as I opened up the next enclosure, I spotted something...
Oh, God, this one. Oh no, I forgot about this one. Oh, this poor fucking tortoise. Look at that thing's beak. It is not supposed to look like that. He's gonna hold it in his baby hands.
Oh my gosh, is that a tortoise? We haven't found one of these yet. That is so cool. Now, I'm pretty sure this is called a Russian.
Look at that. It is so ridiculously overgrown. It is not supposed to look like that. That is one of the worst cases of that I have ever seen. Like, you can't even see its bottom jaw anymore. It is in bad fucking shape, dude. What's it supposed to look like? Okay, let's look at a Russian tortoise. Look at that. Perfectly fine. And then this guy. Look how overgrown it is. Are you doing in the wild? Well, in the wild, they pretty much just like eat food that wears their beak down because their beak is continuously growing, right? You could see on this one, it's got the same thing as well as some really overgrown nails. Like in the wild and with proper care, like their beaks and their nails, they're able to be worn down through their natural activities. With improper treatment, then stuff like this can happen, and it's just like, it doesn't even go acknowledged, is the crazy thing. So, again, I have no idea if this is like an animal that he has owned or if it's an animal that was surrendered to him. I have no idea, but like, if it's the latter case, then he is not the right kind of guy for this because he doesn't even acknowledge it. He doesn't even acknowledge just how bad the overgrown beak is. This animal needs to go to a vet immediately. Yeah, the nails also look pretty long too. Like it's gonna be a very uncomfortable process for the tortoise if it does go to a vet because like, they're gonna have to file the beak down essentially. What are the odds he intentionally mistreated the animals beforehand? This sort of thing requires years of neglect is the thing. This isn't just like, oh, I mistreated my tortoise for a little bit and now he's got a beak. Like, this is years worth of neglect. I'm not a tortoise expert. However, as not an expert, even I can tell, dear God, this is awful.
Tortoise, and unlike a lot of other tortoises, these guys stay pretty small. And well, I don't want to spoil anything, but this zoo also has really big tortoises, and we're gonna try and find those later in the video. But for now, we're gonna get this guy into a bucket, and we're gonna keep going.
Poor thing.
At this point, there was only one enclosure left in this building, and it has something completely unexpected inside of it. Sugar gliders? What the heck is a sugar glider? Is that like a monkey or something? You guys, I've never seen these before, but it actually says right here that they can fly, which is crazy. I don't see anything though. This cage looks pretty empty. I went ahead and I opened it up, and at first glance,
isn't it great when the guy who's out to rescue animals doesn't even know what the fuck they are? Isn't that great? Isn't that the kind of guy, the exact kind of person you want to go rescuing your animals?
this cage looked completely abandoned. But then I heard a strange noise coming from this little pouch. Ow! Oh my gosh! What is that, you guys? What was making that sound? That sounds like a freaking demon! Yeah, so as you can tell, right here...
I love how we can, like, look at the images of the sugar glider on the signs on this fucking cage, and it's just like, what the fuck was that?
I was pretty terrified, but I decided to stick my hand in there when suddenly I felt something. Are you hearing this right now? How is that real? Oh wait, I think I got it. No way, you guys. Check that out. It's the sugar glider. Oh my gosh, it's adorable. Why did it sound so scary, you guys? I was not expecting this.
Have you ever heard of koala before?
Now, I'm not an expert on sugar gliders. I didn't even know they existed, but apparently they use these little flaps under the...
Why are you grabbing it like that? Dude, let it, like, just move around and it'll show you exactly how much it wants to glide. Like, I'm surprised it's honestly not jumping onto your girlfriend right now. I could make a joke about that. I could make so many jokes about that. I could make so many fucking jokes about that. I'll leave that one up to the YouTube comments. But seriously, just, like, let them move around. They will gladly show you how much they want to glide. They love doing it. They love just jumping around from place to place.
Their arms to literally fly through the air.
See? You didn't have to grab it.
Just like that. Wait a minute. Did you hear that? You guys, I don't think this is the only one in there. I hear another one.
Yeah, he could absolutely rip the skin or, like, break one of its bones. He could so easily have broken its arm doing that. Like, these are such small, fragile animals.
Yep, that's definitely another sugar glider. Ow, it's biting me. Oh my god. Thank god I have the snake gloves on.
Then what do you mean, ow? What's the point of the snake gloves if you're still going, ow?
Here we go. I got him. Oh my gosh. That one's a lot bigger. No. Oh, we got a sugar glider on the loose. There we go. I got him. Relax, dude. Oh my gosh. I've never heard an animal make that kind of sound before. That is insane. Wow, they sound terrifying, but they are actually... Oh my gosh.
See? Again, just let them do their thing. You don't have to grab them.
It's on the camera right now. It's okay. I got him. There we go. Okay, they're a little bit crazy.
She made a noise there. That's crazy. She was allowed to make a noise.
I think I'm gonna get them into a container before they fly away. Just like that. Oh no. Now, since these guys were the last animals in...
When Lucifer fell, this is the first human demon. He's just constantly reincarnated. My God.
In this building, I added them into a container and I kept going. And after exploring some more of the abandoned zoo, I came across this enclosure that was home to something crazy.
Wow, an AI generated fucking tortoise poster. That's so crazy.
You guys, I think there's tortoises in here. These could be the bigger ones I was just talking about, but the only way to know is to get in there and find them. So I went ahead and I opened up the cage and I started exploring, and well, it didn't take me
Yeah, he constantly reuses B-roll.
long until I found a tortoise. Oh, Helen, look right there. I think I see one. That is definitely a tortoise, and it is a lot bigger than the first one we found. That
At least that one doesn't have a ridiculously overgrown beak.
is crazy. Now, I'm pretty sure this is called a sulcata tortoise, and unlike the Russian tortoise,
Oh God, don't show it again.
these guys get freaking massive. And
Those
while-
are Aldabra giant tortoises, by the way. Sulcata tortoises do get quite large, but not that big.
Well, judging by how big this enclosure is, I have a feeling this isn't the
Yeah, the arm scales are supposed to look like that. I'm pretty sure they're for burrowing. But like, yeah, that tortoise seems decently healthy, all things considered. Not nearly like the first one.
only one in here. So I went ahead and I added this guy into a container, and I kept looking around to see if I could find any more. Wait a minute, is that one right there? You guys, I think we found another one. Check that out. That is yet another sulcata tortoise. I actually think this one's a little bit bigger than the first one, but like I
Yeah, also seems decently healthy.
said, these guys can go over 200 pounds, so they still have a long way to go.
A bit pyramided. I believe it. I'm not a turtle expert. I've just decided that turtles aren't really for me. So, I don't know enough about, like, turtle care. I know that, like, their shells can get deformed with improper care and stuff like that. And also, obviously, their beaks and nails can get too long. Yeah, you can trim the beak. You have to, like, file it down, basically, with, like, a Dremel tool. It's not a pleasant process. I'm pretty sure, Snake Discovery has a video where they, take care of a very neglected tortoise, and they basically have to go through that whole process. It's a long process too. Like, you have to go through like multiple sessions basically in order to get it all down, and you have to like keep up with it because, you know, if the animal's neglected too much, then you know, it's just like, hey, it's just gonna keep growing like that. So you have to like it's like it's an upkeep process. Oh yeah, now this one's in real bad shape. This box turtle here. This one's almost got like a duck face, and those nails are horrific. So they basically. I'm very sorry, Emily. I'm not. I don't mean to interrupt you. See, like they go through, trim the nails, and is this the part with the Dremel tool? Oh no, they're applying like yeah, that's the Dremel tool. They have to put that on the thing's beak. It's not pretty. It's not a pretty process. Hold up. Yeah. Oh God. Oh, I feel so bad for that poor animal. Poor thing. Basically, assuming that the Russian tortoise actually got proper treatment, it would have to go through the same thing. It's rough. The easiest thing you could do is just preventative. Just don't let your tortoise get that way in the first place. Give it a proper diet, give it proper nutrients, all that good shit. Give it proper sun or like UV. Why doesn't he do this stuff? That's the thing that I think I ended up talking about in like the Mr. Exotic video, or like one of the last videos that we ended up covering with this garbage. It's just like plenty of people do like actual rescue stuff. Like I saw another video from this guy who like went to a house for a guy who like recently passed away, and like basically went and got all of the snakes that he left behind, and unfortunately a lot of the snakes had like died because no one else in the house, it was a fucked up house, like knew how to take care of any of the snakes, and it was really sad. But like, hey, at least he managed to rescue a few of the snakes and get them eating again. And he also like there was another instance where he there was a storage unit being seized, and there was a live fucking snake in there, and so like he got called and was just like, oh sure, I'll, you know, take the snake, take it in, get it eating again. I'm pretty sure it was a king snake, so getting it eating probably wasn't all that difficult because king snakes love eating. But like, there's so many videos of people just doing basic rescues on one animal, going through the whole process with it and like actually taking care of it, or people buying an animal and actually setting up like a really good enclosure for it and like having that be a whole process. You could easily make a 20-30 minute video on that. Plenty of people do it. People like Serpa Design. like Serpent Design, I think, is one of like the top tier examples I would put of that, where it's just like he does really high quality builds and like does them fairly frequently, and it's just like you can tell how much he cares about like the quality of the build and the quality of life for the animal. You can so easily stretch that out. Like you can have the same amount of animals just over way more videos, way more time, and it's just like, and you can actually treat them well. It's so easy to do this. Like, I would say it is easier than this. How much do you think it cost him to, like, rent this place, whatever the fuck this is, like this zoo or whatever, out? That must have cost him a lot of money, and he had to, like, put all the animals in there, print all these signs, make them look... Sorry. Sorry about that. Yeah, the hatred and the bile was, like, bubbling up inside me. Yeah, it's just, like, instead, you just want to show off as many animals as possible. It's a quantity over quality thing. Like, you could so easily just make videos where you give one animal a really good quality of life over like 30 minutes, and it's just... How long are Serpa Designs videos? Yeah, like 30 minutes for Guppy Pond, 15 minutes just talking about the turtle he raised, 30 minutes for a milk snake enclosure, 20 minutes for making a new home for some reproducing fish. Some shorter videos for like some super small enclosures. You can just make lots of these. And you get to own a bunch of cool pets and write it all off on your taxes. I mean, I guess he still gets to write all this off on his taxes. Maybe that's what it is. Like, if I spend as much money on a video as humanly possible, all in one go, then I get to write all of that off on my taxes. Maybe they're not interested in playing the long game.
Oh, look at that. He's waking up. Hey, buddy. We just saved you. Yep, you're welcome. With 2 sulcata tortoises found, I kept going, and I was able to find one more, and it was the biggest one so far. Oh, wow, he's actually really heavy. He literally feels just like a rock. Now, this is actually the same species as the other 2. It's a sulcata tortoise, but I think this one is a male, and the other 2 are females, so who knows, maybe if we put...
No, I think that one's just a lot older, because, like, you know, they get big. They are big tortoises. Big enough that, like, most people really shouldn't take care of them, I don't think. Unless you have, like, a really big yard. And even then, you kind of got to protect your house because they might try to dig into your walls. So be mindful of that. But if you got, like, a really big yard and you're willing to give that yard to your tortoises, then, like, maybe. You do still have to provide the proper diet and all that stuff and, like, give them good shelter and everything like that. I live in an upstairs apartment, so I don't have a yard. That's why he mentions money and rarity so much. I don't think that the IRS is really, like, gonna watch your YouTube videos to be like, oh, I spent $8,000 on this fly river turtle when actually I only spent $1,000 on it. Like, I don't think they're doing that. I think he mentions money and rarity so much because it activates the neurons of the 5-year-olds that watch these videos.
Put them together, we'll get some sulcata tortoise babies. That would be so cool.
Okay, I know this guy's channel because he owns and breeds sulcata tortoises. I don't remember exactly what his channel is called. I think he might... Does he have the video where it's like the tortoises are doing the sex and they make the funny tortoise sex noises? Oh, the Mr. Beast thing. That's why he mentions money and rarity so much. In that case, yeah.
After I found this guy, I sadly wasn't able to find any more in the enclosure, but remember what I said, later in the video, we're gonna find even more that are way bigger, but before we do that, we still have so much more of the zoo to explore, and the animals are just gonna get
Wow, a ground hornbill and some otters. I can't wait to see those. I can't wait to see you rescue them.
crazier and crazier. Next, I found another building that had an animal room inside of it.
Oh, this one. Oh, this one's where it gets real bad.
And this one was a lot bigger than the first 2 we found, so there could literally be anything inside of it. I started my search, and in the first enclosure was something called a legless lizard.
Okay, so, give me a second here.
I started my search.
So, the image here shows a completely different kind of legless lizard. This one is an Asian species. I actually saw this one once again at the reptile store where I was buying Dimitri's lights. And the actual legless lizard in here,
first enclosure was something called a
that is a Sheltopusik. That is the European legless lizard. So he just took this guy Jared's like reptile sign for an Asian legless lizard and slapped it on a Sheltopusik. Sheltopusic legless lizards, as far as I'm aware, are decently rare and hard to come by. I don't think they're difficult to keep, but I know that they're difficult to breed. Like, pretty much all of the Sheltopusics that you find are wild caught. I don't think we've really cracked breeding on them yet, which is unfortunate because that means, like, hey, for all the people who want to get Sheltopusics, then you pretty much have to get a wild caught animal, which really sucks. This is not a good enclosure for one at all. It needs to be way bigger.
Legless lizard. Oh my gosh, I see it. It's right there. That thing is massive. You guys, I've seen legless lizards before, but never one this big.
Its eye looked a little bit sunken in there. Hold up. You see that? Like, that eye looks kind of fucked up, but its other eye looks a lot better, I think. We'll see worse.
This big? Okay, let's see if we can get him. I'm a little nervous. Please don't bite me. Come here. Oh gosh, he's not happy. I got him. I got him. Oh, watch out, Helen. He's big. Oh, check that out. Look at him. He's doing like a death roll, just like an alligator. Relax, dude. Relax.
He's just trying to get away from you.
This is so scary.
Wouldn't we all
it
like
literally
to?
feels like I'm grabbing a...
Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, look at its nose there. Yeah, probably got like that from rubbing up against the glass too much. So even before it was shoved inside of this thing, I'm pretty sure this thing was in too small of an enclosure. And it was like rubbing its face all over everything. So yeah, this thing's been mistreated too.
Grabbing a snake right now, but this is actually a lizard. Now, even though this was the first animal in this room, we still have so many more to go. And since we have no idea...
Oh, that is one of the sickest blue-tongued skinks I have ever seen. We'll see it better once he holds it in his meaty baby hands, but that thing is missing an eye. It looks so skinny. Its skin looks awful. I think it's got like at least 2 layers of stuck shed on it. Look at its back leg, dude. It looks awful.
How long they've been abandoned here, we need to hurry up and save them. So I added the legless lizard into a container and I moved on to the next enclosure. No way, it says there's another chameleon in here, but this one is different than the first one we found. This is a
God.
Jackson chameleon and they're a lot more rare, so let's see if we can find him. Oh wait, he's right there. That didn't take long. That is the Jackson chameleon. Oh my gosh, that is so cool.
So that is indeed a Jackson's chameleon, and that's a male one. You can tell that because it's actually got the horns on it.
Come on, buddy. We're just trying to save you. There we go. We got him. Oh, that is so cool, you guys. Now, I'm sure you can tell this is not any ordinary chameleon. What's really cool about these guys is they have...
It looks a bit skinny. But honestly, this is probably one of the healthiest animals we've seen so far. Which is surprising considering it's a chameleon in the first place. Jackson's chameleons, from my understanding, are actually among the hardier of the chameleon pet species, especially the males. Female chameleons in general are just not very hardy. They live shorter lives because, like, once they breed, they just start to crash pretty much immediately, which is very sad. So, if you are going to get a chameleon and you're getting a Jackson's chameleon, then definitely get a male. Not only because they're more visually striking and, like, hell... I would get a Jackson's chameleon literally just because of the way they look. But they are among the hardier of the chameleons. They are among the longer lived. As long as you get a male. The females, not so much.
Guys, is they have 3 horns on their face, along with some really pretty colors all along their body. I don't think we've ever found one of these before. This is such a cool find. With 2 animals saved so far in this room, I moved on to the next enclosure, and I managed to find the craziest one so far. Oh my...
And it's so aggressive.
Oh my gosh, you guys, it says there's a blue-tongued skink in here. Oh, wait, he's right in front of me. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's straight up missing an eye.
She's pretty big. This is a little scary, I'm not gonna lie. These lizards are known for being pretty aggressive.
Look at it. Oh my god, you can see its fucking hip bones. Look how skinny that thing is. Dear God. Oh, it's so thin. The first time I saw this video, I almost cried looking at this poor animal. Oh my god, it looks so sick. In any other video, this would be an opportunity to save this animal from this condition, but now it's just like, hey, look at this animal I found. Isn't this cool? On to the next one. Right, let's show a healthy blue tongue skink for comparison. Nice chubby little guy, little chubby legs. God, nice and plump little fella. Has both of its eyes. Little nice chubby legs compared to how thin this guy's legs are. Compare. Can't see the hip bones. A decently thick tail. Some fat reserves in there. Chunky like sausage. And this. Poor creature. My god. Yeah, Tsuchinoko if real. And then, oh god, this poor animal.
So hopefully he doesn't bite me. Oh gosh, he's hissing. This is not good, you guys. Come here. There we go. We got him. Oh, check that out. That is insane.
Oh.
Well, I'm sure you can see why these guys are called blue tongue.
God, he's barely got any color left in him. Oh my god.
Skinks, their tongues are literally blue. These lizards are also pretty rare.
Oh. Jesus Christ. Also, they're not rare. They're incredibly common. They're semi-expensive. Oh god, it's so flat. Blue tongues can be like a little bit pricey. Like a couple $100 maybe. How are we looking on blue tongue skinks on Morph Market? I feel like they've gotten a little cheaper in recent years. Like, yeah, $200 about as cheap as it gets. I want to say. What about lowest price? $150. Need some work with handle. Okay, this is like an adopted one, though. Like, second-hand reptiles. This might have been a rescue, too. He also looks a bit thin. But, yeah, these guys are not exactly rare. Again, like 10 pages worth of blue tongue skinks. There's about to be one less skink in the world.
I think we've only found one before, so I was definitely not expecting this, but we have to be super careful because these guys have a super powerful bite and they could cause a serious infection. So I think we should
I think that thing's already infected.
just get this guy into a container. Now, all the lizards we've found so far have been species I've seen before, but this next one was something I didn't even know existed. An emerald swift, what the heck is that? You guys, this is why exploring the abandoned zoo is so cool. You come across animals that people don't really keep as pets. So yeah, I think it's safe to say that we're gonna have the crazy.
Also, I'm pretty sure people keep emerald swifts as pets. Not emerald tree skinks. Thank God this guy doesn't have an emerald tree skink. Okay, like $50. Or $30 on Big Apple Herp. Very pretty lizard.
Craziest animal collection by the end of this video. I slowly opened up the enclosure and I started looking.
I don't know enough about emerald swifts, like at all. I don't think they're a super commonly kept pet, probably just because, like, you know, most people keep things like leopard geckos or bearded dragons because they're relatively easy to keep and also, like, good to handle, which is, you know, part of what a lot of people get lizards for. Most people don't get lizards that are not great for handling. I have Zuko because I rescued him and, like, he's my responsibility now.
Around, and it didn't take me long until I found this mysterious lizard. There we go, we got him! Oh, that is so cool, you guys. This lizard literally looks like a dragon, and he's got super pretty colors on him,
He looks
too.
like a dragon and a
I've
dinosaur
never
and
seen
an
one of these
alien.
before.
Oh my
They
God.
gotta be, like, super rare. Oh, but he is feisty. Okay, let's just get him into a container
He's colorful, therefore he must be rare.
before he escapes. Oh my gosh, relax. Well, so far we have found nothing but lizards in this room. However, what I found in the next enclosure was completely different. Oh my gosh, Helen, it says there's poison dart frogs in here. You have got to be kidding me. I am obsessed with poison dart frogs. They're one of my favorite animals in the world, and they're also known to be one of the most poisonous animals that are extremely deadly.
Once again, poison dart frogs kept in captivity are not poisonous at all.
So we're gonna have to be very careful catching them out. So I decided to put
Also, they have these little white spots on them. I don't know if that's some kind of fungal infection or, like, just, like, some detritus from their enclosure. I have no fucking idea.
on some gloves, and I carefully opened up
Yeah, again, his girlfriend, like, never speaks. She only speaks when she's cued to.
the enclosure, and after digging around, I found not one, but 2 dart frogs. Oh gosh, there they are. You guys, I'm so nervous to grab them right now. These things are extremely toxic. Oh, there we go. We got one. Oh my gosh. I'm shaking.
Again, not toxic at all. Like, they both have little spots on them. I don't know what those little white spots are. Again, they could just be, like, little specks of something, like, I don't know, maybe calcium powder. Yeah, if it's just, like, bits of their substrate or whatever, then that's totally
now,
fine,
you
but
guys, this is so scary.
I just wanted to rule out any sort of parasitic or fungal infections.
I just gotta make sure he does not jump out of my hand right now. That would not be good. But check that out. We got ourselves a blue poison dart frog. That is so cool. This one's pretty small, but the other one in there looks a lot bigger. So let's go ahead and carefully get this guy into a container, and we're gonna try and catch the other
At least moisturize the inside of that thing.
one. Oh, there we go. He just jumped onto my hand. Well, that was easy.
Well, he's putting on gloves for these frogs because he wants to maintain the illusion that these frogs are dangerous, even though they're not at all. Realistically, he should have put gloves on, probably leather gloves or something, for the pixie frog because that thing could have bit the shit out of him. But he's putting on latex gloves for these ones because they are poisonous.
As you can tell, this one is a lot bigger than the first one. I think this is a full-grown adult, and that also means it's a lot more poisonous. So we
That's not what that means at all.
gotta be very careful, but that is so cool, you guys. We got 2 dart frogs in total. These are probably my favorite animals we found so far, so I'm definitely keeping them as my pet.
I want to say that's about as big as dart frogs get, so... I'm pretty sure these are among the largest of the dart frogs. I think the golden poison frog, P. terribilis, is a bit bigger, but not meaningfully. A lot of dart frogs are honestly pretty damn small. So, that being about as big as they get is, yeah, they're little guys.
Pets. After that, I moved on to the next tank, which was home to another frog.
Another frog that you could just get in the pet store. Like, isn't it crazy how none of these are zoo animals, and they're all just, like, animals you can get at a pet store? Or, like, buy online? That's so crazy.
But this one was a lot bigger. Oh wait, I think I see it already, you guys. It's right here. That frog is massive. Oh my gosh. Wow, now I've seen Pac-Man frogs before, but never one this size.
Oh, they get way bigger than that.
Ew, oh my gosh, I think it's peeing on me. Why are you doing that? Oh, that
Because frogs don't like to be grabbed. It thinks you're gonna eat him. Because frogs are prey. I wish you would be prey.
is so gross. Look how jiggly his belly is, you guys. This thing is so fat. Now, if it wasn't for that African bullfrog we found earlier, I would say this is probably the biggest frog we've ever found. But either way, that is super.
Don't you live in Florida? Do you not got bullfrogs down there? Were the monitors the closest to zoo animals? I guess so. Come to think of it, I think the only monitor lizards at my zoo are the Komodo dragons. Actually, wait. No, wait. There's emerald, there's some tree monitors. There's like emerald tree monitors and I think a blue tree monitor. There might have even been a black tree monitor. But tree monitors are, I want to say, more expensive than peach throats. I'd love it if my zoo had a croc monitor. I fucking love croc monitors. Just a wild caught blue tree will run you up $2,000. This one's in pretty rough shape too. God, but are they pretty. Captive bred blue tree, that'll cost you even more. And there's only 2 pages worth of any tree monitors. These guys are rare. God, but are they pretty. God, but are they pretty. Look at that. Oh. Like, this is one of those instances where, like, the animal itself may honestly be the most expensive part of buying the animal. Because, like, I want to say you could probably, like, construct a decent tree monitor enclosure for a few $100s, maybe. Like, if you custom make it with, like Home Depot wood and like cork tiles for the background or something like that. If you make it on the cheap, like you might only spend a few $100s on the enclosure for it. Like maybe a few hundred more for the lights and stuff like that and the plants and everything so that they can climb around. But like you want a tree monitor, holy shit. $6,000. Yeah, that is definitely a case where you're spending more on the animal than anything else.
Super cool, and he is still alive, even though it looks like there's no water.
Isn't it crazy how none of these animals are dead? Like, again, like, the video I saw of the guy who went to go rescue the snakes from the guy who died, like, plenty of the snakes that died, only a couple of them were still alive. Because that's, like, you know, a real thing that actually happened and not some little kitty garbage for stupid babies.
In that tank. So let's go ahead and get them into a bucket with some fresh water, and
How come the dart frogs didn't get any water?
we're gonna keep going. In the next tank was another frog called a rain frog, but after digging through the entire enclosure, I wasn't able to find anything.
He doesn't even check under the substrate. Probably because he didn't actually put any rain frogs in there, and also because he wanted to drive up engagement by having a bunch of commenters say, oh, Actually, rain frogs like to bury themselves under the substrate, so you should really check under there. Not that there's very much substrate in here to begin with, because Jesus Christ, look how thin that is.
So I moved on to the last tank in the room, which had the scariest animal out of all of them. Oh gosh, it's another snake, you guys. It says it's a California king snake, but it looks like it's albino. I don't think I've ever seen one of these before, so hopefully it's not dangerous.
King snakes are not dangerous. King snakes can be a little bit bitey, but like that's mostly just food, a food response, right? King snakes love to eat. They are big eaters. Like they will happily eat. So like if they do try to bite you, it's probably a food response. They are trying to eat you. They're they're very ambitious eaters. They're just like, yeah, this thumb might be attached to like a guy. I'm still gonna go for it. So like there may be cases where, you know, your king snake is trying to eat you, where you're just gonna have to like get it off of you. You might have to use like a bit of a hand sanitizer. That's one way to get a snake to stop biting you. But like, I wouldn't necessarily call them aggressive. They're just hungry.
As I opened up the enclosure, I immediately spotted the snake, and it was big. Oh gosh, I can't do it, you guys. I think it smells the fear on me. This is not good. It's literally rattling its tail at me like a rattlesnake. I know you're not a rattlesnake. You're not fooling me. Okay, I have an idea.
No, it eats rattlesnakes.
What if he just crawls in the container on his own? Yes, get in the container. Oh my gosh, it's working. There we go. There we go. Get in there. We got him. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that actually worked.
You're such a fucking pussy. I feel like king snakes and milk snakes are some of the better snakes to handle outside of the fact that they just like to pee on you. Well, I think snakes in general just like to rattle their tails a lot as a sort of warning display. It's just that rattlesnakes really spec'd into that by making it, like, you know, audible. Because, like, when any snake rattles their tail, they're probably doing it among, like, you know, substrate and leaf litter and stuff like that. So their tail is hitting something, and so it's making some kind of noise. And rattlesnakes decided to just, like, all right, fuck it. I'm just gonna make sure it's making noise. Like, you better stay away from me.
He's in the container and we didn't even have to touch him. With all the animals in this room saved, we moved on and started exploring the rest of the zoo. And next was the area that they kept all the bigger and crazier animals. And well,
oh wow, I can't wait to see the big and crazy animals.
It didn't take us long until we found something. Oh my gosh. What the heck is that, you guys? Okay, I hear some sort of animal, but I have no idea what that is. Whatever it was, it sounded like it was coming from this enclosure. But since this place is so abandoned, the area was super overgrown, making it impossible to see inside of it.
Apparently, it's been abandoned for so long that it's become overgrown. And yet all these animals are perfectly fine. Well, except for that skink that's gonna die.
So I decided to jump over the fence to try and find out what the animal was, when suddenly this happened. What the heck is that thing? Oh, don't hurt me. Hey there, buddy. Are you...
Dude, it's like a sheep. Dude, it's like a sheep. It's like someone's petting zoo or something.
friendly? You guys, what the heck is this thing? It's massive.
Dude, it's like a sheep.
Please don't bite me. We're just trying to save you. Oh my gosh, he's attacking me.
That is such a friendly animal. And they always do the thing where it's just like, this animal is being very friendly, being very cute. It's just like, oh my god, it's attacking me. Like, for these people who are so-called animal lovers, anytime an animal attempts to interact with them on their own terms, it's just like, they have a fucking panic attack.
Trying to save you. Wait a minute, how are we gonna save him? That thing is massive. I definitely can't just like pick him up and put him in a bucket. Yeah, this is not good. Ow! Oh my gosh! Did you see that?
Good acting.
He just ran me, you guys. Okay, you know what?
He's like nudging you. He's like scratching his horns on you.
Let me get out of here before he kills me. Oh god. Now, because this animal is so big, we can't really transport it anywhere. So I decided the least I could do is feed him and get...
So yeah, he has literally no plan for how he's gonna take all these like large animals out. He just didn't come with a plan for that. What a great guy to have, like, to hire or whatever, or call to rescue all these abandoned animals in your zoo. Good job.
Give him some fresh water. You hungry, buddy? Oh my gosh, he is starving.
Bro can't even rescue a sheep. Like, bro, call a farmer.
I feel so bad for him. We really need to save him, but I have no idea how we're gonna do that. I think the only way is to contact an animal rescue that specializes in bigger animals, because I literally have nowhere to put this thing.
Maybe you should have called an animal rescue in the first place since you're so ill-equipped to do literally any of this. You couldn't even grab a snake.
I mean, what even is it? Is it like a sheep or something? You guys, if you know what this is, comment down below.
If you know what a sheep is, please comment down below.
Well, now that we've proven there's still bigger animals that have been abandoned here, I moved on to the next enclosure, and I found something absolutely insane. Oh my gosh, Helen, there's a footprint right here, and it is massive. Look at that thing. Is that
I'm sure you didn't put that there.
a dinosaur? Oh, and it's fresh too. Whatever
Hey, he finally correctly identified a dinosaur.
that is, it's probably still in here. Oh god. Yeah, as you could tell, I was pretty scared here. I literally had no idea what this animal could be, but I had to
Isn't it crazy how it's only literally the one footprint?
try and find it. That way we can save it. This is so scary, you guys. I literally feel like I'm in Jurassic Park right now looking for a T-Rex. Oh my gosh. Wait, Helen, what the heck is that? I think I see it. It's a bird. It is a massive bird.
That is an emu.
Oh, and it's coming towards us. This is not good, Helen. What do we do? Now, as the bird got closer, I realized that it was actually an emu, which is known to be the second largest bird in the world and is considered a real-life dinosaur. This
Well, yeah, it is a dinosaur, categorically speaking. You are finally correct for once.
is so cool, you guys. I've never seen an emu before. We have to be super careful, though. These birds can be very aggressive, and judging by how big his claws are,
Also, I don't know enough about emu care. I feel like he's got a bit of a haircut.
he can definitely hurt us if he wanted to. So I slowly made
Yeah, it's like bald on the top for some reason. I don't know if emus are supposed to be like that. I think emus are a bit heavier than cassowaries. Like, cassowaries are the third largest. But I'm not sure how big the difference is between emus and cassowaries. Yeah, because, like, this is the sort of image that I associate with emus most often. It's like, they got, like, a full head of hair. But I guess sometimes they just be like that. I just didn't know if it had, like, mange or something. Like, the bird equivalent of mange.
my way closer and closer to the emu, and luckily he was pretty friendly.
They're emu species. I think there's also, like, 3 cassowary species, because there's the northern cassowary, the southern cassowary, and the dwarf cassowary. Oh, is that kind of a bug eye, though?
Actually let me pet him, which was really cool, but there was still one big problem. You guys, I really have no idea how we're gonna save this bird. He is just way too big for me to bring anywhere, but I just had an idea.
And like, okay, so we got like a sheep and an emu so far, and these are not like, here, like there's emus at zoos, right? And there's like, you know, sheep and petting zoos at actual zoos. But like, isn't it crazy how the big animals here are only like animals that you could see on a farm? How interesting. We haven't seen like zoo animals yet, like a tiger or anything like that. How interesting.
It's a little bit crazy, but if you guys get this video to 300,000 likes, I'll come back and I'll try to buy the entire abandoned zoo. That way we can just keep all the animals here and I can take care of them. So yeah, leave a like on this video and who knows, maybe we'll have a pet emu along with all the
See, when I make a life-changing decision like that, like buying an entire plot of land with a zoo on it, I make sure to base that on how many likes my YouTube video gets. Not nearly enough. Not nearly enough dislikes.
other crazy animals that have been abandoned here. Now, just like that sheep, the emu's food and water bowls were completely disgusting, so I decided to give him some carrots, and well, as you could tell, he was really hungry. Oh my gosh, he was hungry, you guys. Look at that. There, ow! It got my finger. That hurt. You guys, this emu...
You barely reacted to that more than like a lizard climbing on you. What is your pain tolerance, my dude? I'm pretty sure emus can eat carrots. That's fine. He's not feeding it like, I don't know, chocolate or something. Then I'd be concerned.
is surprisingly friendly. I was expecting him to run at us and literally try to kill me. But look at this. He's letting me pet him on the neck. He's just like a puppy. You are so adorable. Oh my gosh. Okay, buddy, don't worry. We will
That does seem like a very friendly emu. Probably because it's just a farm animal.
be back for you, but we gotta go. We gotta save the rest of the animals. All I can say is you better leave a like. That way we could buy the zoo and we could literally have him as a pet.
How about you just call that animal rescue? Like, okay, this video is like 4 weeks old now. Are you just leaving them there until you get 300,000 likes?
He'll just make sure to not bot likes on this one.
Gotta be careful. Don't bot those likes. Be careful.
All right, let's keep going. After
Hentai
that,
looking
I didn't
footage.
know how things could get any crazier, but then I came across another enclosure, and inside was something completely.
The bird looks bad. It might be, again, like, it's just kind of bald, but, like, I'm assuming that Lance has done more research on emus than I have because he wants one, even though his wife won't let him get one. I'm assuming when he says that, like, hey, emus just be bald like that sometimes, I believe it.
Completely unexpected. Oh my gosh, Helen, is that what I think it is? There's literally a freaking toucan right there. I can't believe it. Toucans are literally my favorite bird in the entire world. I've always wanted one, but I never thought I'd actually find one.
Okay, I've seen plenty of people on YouTube who like own toucans as pets. I have no idea where you get one or how you get one. I'm assuming you just buy them from like an exotic bird place. I do love toucans though. They're wonderful birds. Bet California doesn't allow one. Let's find out. Let's find out. Can I own a toucan in California? Toucan, California law. I could get a toucan. Where do you get a toucan? Toucan for sale. Okay, so yeah, like. Okay, I'm not getting a toucan. Okay, that's a pair, right? That's still like $7,000 each. I'm not getting a toucan. Okay, here we go. $3,200. And a toucan is mine. So yeah, if I've got like a few $1,000s to drop on a toucan instead of like a house. Anyway, so yeah, if you got a few $1,000s to drop, then yeah, you can get a toucan, which this guy obviously does because this 45-minute long video got 5.5 million views.
This is insane. Oh my gosh, oh, he's coming towards us. This is so cool. I can't believe it.
Yeah, it's
I'm
like it's a
actually
tame
touching
toucan
a
or something.
right now. I feel so bad for him though. This enclosure is so disgusting. There's poop everywhere. His water and food bowls are completely empty, but he is still alive. So it looks like we found him just in time. Should I try and hold him? I've always wanted to hold a toucan. Oh, there we go. I got him. Oh my gosh. What is going on?
You really should just let the bird step onto your hand. I don't think you really grab it like that. I'm not a bird expert. I'm not a bird owner. I've never owned a bird. But, like, I think you just kind of gotta, like, let the bird come to you. Like, again, I'm not a bird expert, so I don't know what kind of condition this toucan is in. Its feathers look a bit like they need to be preened, maybe. Okay, you own birds. Why the fuck is he holding it like that? There we go. Base of the beak looks a little rough, maybe. I think he's just kind of dirty. He's like a dirty bird. He needs to be preened.
Right now, you guys, this video is crazy. I'm literally holding a toucan right now. He is so pretty too. Look at the colors on his beak. Okay, now I'm sure this guy is pretty hungry, so we're gonna feed him. But what's really cool about these birds is they could eat literally anything from lizards to fruit to even insects. And I guess my shirt too. Yeah, he's definitely hungry.
He's eating your Bass Fishing
I decided to
Productions
test it
merch.
out by giving him some mealworms, blueberries, grapes, and even a lizard. And well, he was definitely
Literally, why? Literally, why would you attempt to feed a live lizard to this toucan when it, like, doesn't need that? Like, why? Again, like, for the Asian vine snake, those will pretty much only eat lizards. If you want to keep an Asian vine snake, you have to make that concession. That is, like, non-negotiable, right? For toucans, it's negotiable. If you don't have to kill a lizard, don't. You don't need to. You don't need to.
starving because he ate every single thing I gave him except for the lizard. Yeah, he did not want the lizard. Okay, well, now that the toucan is all taken care of, it's time to keep going to see.
The toucan has a better moral compass than this guy does. He's just like, I don't have to eat that lizard. I don't have to. I don't want to. He's just like, really? You won't kill an animal? I love killing animals. And the toucan's just like, what the fuck, guy? Toucan Sam here has a better moral compass than Animal Abuse Mr. Beast.
What else we can find, because we still have a ton of other enclosures left to explore. But remember, leave a like on this video if you think I should come back and buy the abandoned zoo. I mean, how cool would that be? We would literally have a pet toucan. Now, as you can tell, the animals were getting crazier and crazier, but it didn't stop there, because next we entered the main part of the zoo where they kept most of the animals, so there's literally no telling what we're gonna find. Oh my gosh, I am so nervous. Look at these signs. Keep out, do not enter. Well, I'm entering.
Probably because it's private property.
There's There's so many enclosures and cages here, you guys. And there's animals everywhere. I don't even know where to start. No way, Helen, look. There's a bunch of baby goats right here. Oh my gosh, hi guys.
Wow.
Oh, they are so adorable.
Baby goats.
I feel so bad.
Isn't it crazy how the most easily accessible animals are the only ones that are left behind? That's so crazy. It's like he just filmed on some farm or something instead of a zoo. Interesting.
Bad for them. Now, you guys might be wondering why there's goats at a zoo. And well, basically, this place also used to have a petting zoo where people could come and interact with animals. And sadly, these goats haven't been rescued yet. But soon we would find out that they were just one of many animals that have been left here to die. Okay, we got
And all of them will just be basically regular farm animals.
some more big enclosures right here. Oh my gosh, look at the size of those. Those could have something absolutely insane inside of them. I'm kind of nervous right now. Like, what if I just walk into...
Like, okay, again, I have no idea what this facility is even supposed to be. But, like, the fact that all of these are basically exactly the same cage, these are like the fucking... These are the ticky-tacky houses of, like, quote-unquote zoo cages. That makes me think this is some kind of, like breeding facility, maybe? Or again, some kind of farm for some very specific thing. I have no idea what this place is supposed to be. I just know it's not a zoo. Because that's stupid.
to one of these enclosures and there's a freaking tiger. Here we go. Oh my gosh, look how rusty this door is. I'm going in, Helen. Wish me luck. Well, there's like 3 different doors to make sure whatever was in here didn't escape. This one was already open. That's not good. Oh, there's spiders everywhere. Ew, this is disgusting. Okay, I'm going through. Oh, this is so scary. Oh, look at this. There's like some sort of pond in here. It's completely dried up, but maybe that means there was like an alligator or a crocodile in here. I have no idea. Okay, look at these little stairs though. I don't think that was for an alligator. It's something smaller. There's these little houses right here. Maybe it's still in the house. Okay, nothing's in there. Wait a minute. There's
It's so I'm honestly even like surprised that he even bothered keeping this stuff in, because like my eyes are glazing over. My ADHD is telling me like skip, 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 skip. This isn't even like cool urban exploration stuff, because there's not going to be some homeless guy on fentanyl who shows you his disgusting penis and like chases you down a dark hallway, right? Nothing like that's going to happen. He's just wandering around in a big cage looking at random garbage.
There's a sign right here. What does the sign say? No freaking way. Oh my gosh. There was otters in here. I knew it wasn't an alligator. It was something a lot smaller. Oh, I can't believe it. I wish they were still in here.
What? Sometimes homeless people on fentanyl, when you're wandering around the abandoned places that you're walking around for your urban exploration video, sometimes they'll just show you their weird penis. And no one wants to have a weird penis.
I mean, it's a good thing they got saved. I don't want them to be abandoned. But how cool would it be if we had a pet otter? That would be insane. That just shows there was some crazy animals in here. And
okay, you got like 3 shots of B-roll when you went to the zoo, and you're just going to use those over and over again to pad out your video because you have 9 minutes left, and I want to say like 2 or 3 animals.
who knows, some might still be here, so we gotta keep exploring. After that, I continued my search when suddenly I spotted an animal, and it was big. Oh, this is
wow,
kinda
farm
scary,
animal.
guys.
It's a
I
cow.
don't know what that is, and I don't know if they're
wait.
And it was big. Oh, this is kind of scary, you guys. I don't know what that is, and I don't know if there's
Dude, it's a cow. Dude, it's a cow. Moo! Moo! Cow! You ever drank milk before, bro? This is the clip of Peter Griffin with the fucking C and say it's like, the cow says, moo! Ah, of course.
a gate separating us. Oh my gosh, that thing is massive!
It's a cow!
I think it's like a cow or something. What do you do?
Also, hold the fuck up. That is a skinny cow. Look at its hip bone there. Wow, that is a thin cow. You can see its shoulder blade too. Holy crap. Somebody feed that cow. Are any animals in this entire fucking video actually treated well? What the shit?
What are you doing? Oh my gosh, it's drinking the nastiest water right now. I feel so bad for him. Oh my gosh, there's more. Wait a minute. Oh, holy cow. Look at this one. Oh, it's got massive horns on him. Okay, he's kind of scaring me. Why is he looking at me like that? We're just here to save you, okay? There's like 2 fluffy ones, and then there's 2 that look like him. He is a lot scarier. That's like a bull or something. Who do I even call for this? I can't just call someone and say, hey, there's 4 massive cows here that need to
Animal control.
be saved.
A farmer.
Okay, he's kind of scaring me. Let's get out of here. Let's just keep going.
I don't feel like saving these ones.
Now, since we were starting to find some animals in this section of the zoo, that means that there could be more. However, it's not going to be easy to find them because of how many cages and enclosures there are, and well, most of them were completely empty.
Yeah, I've noticed.
I don't know what they had in these. They might have like monkeys or something crazy. Oh my God, Helen, look at this. Is that a chicken sitting in the box right here? Is it alive? Is it? Oh, yep.
Is this blinking, breathing chicken alive?
He's definitely alive. Oh my gosh. There's another one in there. I'm telling you guys, this place.
I feel like by the time we've gotten this far in the video, he's just like, okay, like we've got all your money at this point. We've got all your ad revenue money. I don't have to try anymore. Here's some chickens or whatever. I'll wander around an empty quote unquote zoo and just show you some chickens and cows and stuff. It's like, okay, these are still animals. You're still watching, right? Yeah, it's gonna get crazier from here. Like he's given up.
Is infested with chickens. Oh, it really stinks in here. You guys, these cages have definitely been here for a really long time. I've never seen this much poop before. This is disgusting. Look at this enclosure, Helen. It's on wheels. We could wheel something around in here.
Bro, it's a granny cart. That's not an that's a granny cart. I have one of those. That's what I used to go shopping with. Are you stupid? That's not an enclosure on wheels. You would think that, right? You would think that because you're stupid. And you think that, like, oh, that's a reasonable thing to have, right? Like, because when I have an animal inside of a cage, what I want to do with it is jangle it around the fucking ground as I'm, like, wheeling it around in this rusty-ass fucking cage cart. That's what I want to do, right? That's a reasonable way to treat an animal? Yeah.
Here, we got another giant enclosure right here. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's a giant enclosure for... That's like a giant enclosure for Dimitri.
Gosh, look how thick the bars are right here. I can't even move them.
I mean, he would be able to fit through those bars, but like in terms of size, that's good for transportation and not a damn thing else.
They must have had something crazy in here, like a freaking tiger. They probably had a tiger in here, right? Okay, maybe there wasn't a tiger in this little cage. However, there
Little cage? But it's so huge.
definitely could be one in the next enclosures that we found, which were a lot bigger. Oh, here we go, Helen.
He's just trying to justify the fact that, hey, I did put B-roll of a tiger, so there could have been a tiger. Again, we're 37 minutes into the video.
I just found the back entrance to all
He's
these
won.
really
He's
big
won by this
enclosures. Oh, wait a minute. Ew. Ew. Oh, that's disgusting. Why am I grabbing that? Ew, I'm soaking wet now. Yeah, that's like a
Oh no, you got that dirty brown water all over your Bass Fishing Productions merchandise.
swing. What uses a swing? I think I've seen sloths use swings.
Again, he's just trying to justify, hey, I used B-roll of a sloth. A sloth could have lived here. No, it couldn't. Again, all the kids are bored right now, but it doesn't matter. You're 38 minutes into the video. It's like, oh my God, look at this cage. There's nothing. Look at this cage. There's nothing.
Did you hear that? What
It sounds like a donkey.
A chicken just ran out of the cage, you guys. What is going on right now? I just heard a
Whoa, I just heard some kind of noise and a chicken ran by. What is going on? This place is getting crazier and crazier by the minute.
lion growl or something, or a bear. What the heck was that? I decided to try and find out what that animal was, and well, after a little bit of searching, I spotted something. Oh, what is that? Oh my God. Oh, there's a whole
Wow, it was a donkey.
herd of them, whatever they are. Oh my gosh.
Whatever. Have you seen Shrek? Look, it's a jackass. You should know. Give me a break, dude.
Is that a donkey? I think these are donkeys. This is so cool. Are you guys friendly? Oh, they're friendly. Oh,
Yeah, I
wish
think they're
had
friendly.
Food for them. I don't even know what
I think they're desperate for human companionship. If too bad, all they found was you.
donkeys eat. They look really hungry. I'm sorry, guys. I'll come back. I'll feed you. I'll bring carrots. Where did you guys come from? Oh, okay. Oh, it's okay. Oh my gosh. Okay.
He's tripping.
Helen, we have to buy the zoo. I'm serious. I mean, look at all these animals that need our help.
Call a farmer.
I literally have nowhere to bring them. The only option is to buy the entire zoo.
Call a farmer.
That way we can just keep everything here and take care of them. Sadly, I couldn't spend any more time with the donkeys because we still had a bunch more of the zoo left to explore.
We still had a bunch more of the most dull urban exploration video you've ever seen.
And well, there was still a ton of animals that need our help.
There was still a ton more of this B-roll that I haven't used enough of yet.
I entered the next enclosure, and at first it seemed completely empty, but then I discovered something absolutely insane inside of it. There's
Looks like a redfoot tortoise.
actually something in here. I think it's a big tortoise. Oh, it's really heavy. Oh, no freaking way.
Yeah,
I
it's
was
a
not
redfoot.
expecting that. I thought this was just another empty enclosure, but nope, there is a giant tortoise in here. I think this is a big redfoot tortoise. I don't think I've ever seen one this size though. He is absolutely massive. You can see why they get the name.
His beak doesn't seem overgrown. The shell shape seems a bit off, but that might just be because it's a female. Females have different shell shapes because, like, the males need to mount them.
Though they have these little red spots all along their feet. That is just so cool. Oh my gosh. How long
Yeah, it's got like a little bit of a dip in the top of its shell there.
have you been abandoned here, buddy? I feel so bad for him. After finding the redfoot tortoise, I kept going, and well, things were starting to pick up, and I was finding animals left and right.
Oh, those poor peacocks. What happened to your tail feathers? Looks like they all got ripped off.
Is that a turkey? Helen, I think that's a freaking turkey. It is a turkey. Oh, he's talking to me.
Guys, we know he's not a human, but we finally found out what he is. He's a turkey. He's finally speaking his native language.
Well, Thanksgiving's coming up, you guys. I think we just saved us some money. I'm just kidding. We're not gonna eat him. He is massive, though. Look at the size of that turkey. Now, just
Turkey.
like the toucan.
Again, just more farm animals. The toucan is probably the most exotic thing we've seen in this entire video. And again, like, a couple $1,000s. Hell, he might not even, like, own this toucan. Good night, Dimitri. He might not even own this toucan. He might just, like, have gone to some guy's house who has a toucan.
And I've always wanted to hold a turkey, so I tried to pick him up, but as you could tell, he did not want to be held. So I kept going, and not long
None of the animals you interact with want to be held by you.
after that, I found something else. Oh my gosh, Helen, look right down there. There's actually something in here. Oh my gosh. I almost walked right past him. I thought this was
jeez.
empty, but it looks like there's a little box turtle in here. Oh my gosh, there's no food, no water. That is absolutely insane. I have no idea how this thing is alive right now. I don't think we've ever found a box turtle on the channel before. These guys are actually kind of rare. Well, we're definitely not going to put them.
I don't think box turtles are even remotely rare. I'm pretty sure they're decently common to get as pets. I mean, hell, the video we watched of snake discovery, that was of a box turtle.
Back in there. That is a horrible home for them. So we're gonna go ahead and get this guy into a
You would know a thing or two about horrible homes for animals.
container, and we're gonna keep exploring. This is a sign there's still animals here that need our help. So I continue.
Couldn't get a good view of that turtle's face or anything like that, so unfortunately I can't tell how in bad shape that one is.
My search, and not long after that, I found this duck laying on the ground.
That's a goose. That's a goose. Yeah, that's an adult goose. Oh, or a Muscovy duck.
And well, it looked extremely unhealthy. Oh my gosh, stop it.
Okay, why would you say that this looks unhealthy, but not any of the other obviously unhealthy animals, including the fucking skink that's missing a goddamn eye?
Ew, he got feathers in my mouth. It looks like he might be sick or something. He's like gagging. I have no idea, but this just
Your video has made me gag.
shows that we need to hurry up and save as many animals as we can because they do not have a lot of time left. After that, I was able to find a bunch more species of birds, including peacocks, turkeys, and a whole bunch of geese. I was actually able to pick one up, which was pretty cool, but other than that, things were starting to slow down, and I was seeing nothing but empty enclosures. But then I remembered that there was still that giant sulcata tortoise somewhere that I needed to find, but since the zoo is so big, he could literally be anywhere. Wait a minute, Helen, look at this. Oh my gosh. I think we just found the area that they used to...
Oh, right, only warm-blooded animals can be unhealthy. Cold-blooded animals, they don't really count as animals. They're just props. They're all just props. How could I forget? Yeah, neither of those male peacocks had their tail fans, which is like, that honestly kind of leads me to believe that maybe this place was like a peacock farm to like sell the tail fan feathers, because like I know that those go for sale a lot. It's just like, hey, maybe they just plucked them all off. I have no idea though.
To get like the monkeys or whatever was in here into the actual enclosures, what they would do is they would back up a truck up against this wall and they would open that latch right there and shove the animal in, and then it would walk through here and then go into the enclosures. That is so crazy. I've never actually seen that before. It's always like in the back of the zoo where you're not supposed to be. Look at this. Whoa. Oh my gosh, Helen, put the camera in there. It's so dark.
Put the camera in there, woman.
But there's like a massive cage. Oh my god, what if like a freaking gorilla just shoves its face out of there? Okay, I'm not.
I wish a gorilla would grab you by the fucking throat.
I needed to face my fears in order to find this tortoise. And well, after lots of searching, this happened. We found the massive tortoise. Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
This is their second one of these videos in a row that's ended on a tortoise. Interesting.
That's the biggest tortoise I've ever seen. That right there is a sulcata tortoise.
Its shell seems like, oh my god, what? Hold on, what the fuck's going on with the back there? Do you see like the back of the shell here? That does not look good. Sick looking, unhealthy as fuck. I'm inclined to agree. Especially at the back here. That does not look very good.
Just like the ones we found earlier in the video. But as you can tell, this right here is basically a full-grown adult. I think they get a little bit bigger than this, but he is a monster. I wonder how old he is. He literally looks like he's 100 years old, and honestly, I wouldn't doubt it. These guys live a very long time, and yeah, this is like a...
Yeah, I think that the back shell is a bit deformed. I'm not sure how that happened. Oh, it could be that it got, like, constricted by something.
Dream come
Again,
true to
I'm not a
find
turtle
one this
expert.
size. This is just insane. He's literally so heavy I can't even lift him up. How are we gonna save him if I can't even pick him up, you guys? This is crazy. I am absolutely shocked right now at how many animals have been abandoned here at the zoo. At the beginning of the video, I thought I'd be able to save every single one of them until we started finding all these bigger animals like the emu and this giant tortoise, as well as all the crazy animals that I don't even know how to take care of, like the toucan. And well, now I think the only option for me to save every single animal is to literally buy the zoo.
How does that help? This place is decrepit. That doesn't help anything. Clearly you have free access to this place, so if all you need to do is like feed them or whatever, then just like, oh, time to go into the zoo. Here you go, here you go, here you go. What does buying the zoo do? Unless it's literally just like, oh, I bought a plot of land and now I have an excuse to like put all these animals here. All the animals that I buy, even though I was already doing that in my house. Because God knows, you've got plenty of space left in your house after all the animals you bought have already died.
Originally, I said I'd do it if you guys got 300,000 likes on this video, but after seeing all these animals that have been left here to die, I think I have to do it. So leave a like and subscribe to help make that possible. But I'm gonna talk to the owner and I'm gonna try and buy this place. That way we could just keep all the animals here and I could take care of them. I mean, look at this tortoise. He is just so cool. He's like a puppy dog. Come here, buddy. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. It was definitely the craziest one I've ever made. And yeah, make sure to go check out the...
Yeah, so pretty much the first half of this video is just like, oh, hey, here's more reptiles in a shed, right? And then the second half is just like, yep, here's this farm. It's kind of gross. Anyway, that was it. Thanks for watching for 45 minutes. Yeah, like, maybe buying the land could be another tax write-off, but like, dude, how many animals do you already buy? Like, expensive animals, too. Assuming he did buy the toucan and didn't just, like, rent it or, like, you know, go to someone's house who owns a toucan. I don't think there's anything in the description about it where it was filmed. It's just like, oh, I found an abandoned zoo. Yeah, people just like, dude, get professionals to do this. Come on. This is really ambitious rescue mission. That's a nice way of saying, like, you're in way over your head. Super convenient that a key was just sitting by the locked snake enclosure. Also love that the city left the electricity on for the abandoned zoo. That was nice of them. Yeah. Weird that. I want to see if anyone has made a comment about the skink, so I'm just gonna, like, scroll down for a while, because that skink is the single worst animal that I have ever seen on this channel. That was in such bad shape that I have to know if anyone has said anything about it. Nothing. There's no way. Like, come on. I love forever scrolling. It's such a good system. Okay, hold up. I think I saw someone about this game. Bro, your videos are cringe. True! No, come on. There's no way. There's no way no one has mentioned that skink. No one mentioned it. Yeah, I'm guessing he's filtering out comments or something. Yeah, lizard. Let's try lizard. Literally just... All mentions of lizard are just in the related videos. That has to have been the worst one. Just so many... I don't like looking at your face anymore. Just so many animals, all in such awful, awful conditions. Like, yeah, like 5.8 million views and only 8,000 comments. Like, he has to be filtering them. Because, like, there's no way that no one is mentioning what bad conditions that skink is in. Pinned comment replies, maybe. Just go to our OnlyFans. Yeah, like, all these animals are in really bad conditions and in really bad enclosures, but I'm gonna buy this zoo anyway. Also, did you notice how he said, like, oh, at the end of the video, we're gonna take all these animals home and, like, give them new enclosures? He never did that. He never did that.
How much do you think he contributed to the skink?
I have no idea. Because, like, one of two options, basically. Option one is that is basically his pet skink, and we've seen his pet bearded dragons. We've seen how he treated those, because Jesus Christ, that was some of the worst conditions I've ever seen someone attempt to keep bearded dragons in. Let it get to that condition, and he's just like, I'm gonna use it for a video. Option two is that he rescued it. Like, someone was just, like, rehoming their skink, and it's just like, sure, I'll use this for a video. The important part is, like, he only views the skink as valuable in the context of being able to use it for a video. That's all any of these animals are good for. It's depressing. And there's so many more like him. I believe that is our sludge. And if I'm not mistaken, sludge it up.
Hello!